Buongiorno. I can't sing. I'm so sorry. Hi, hello, hi. Welcome to another Sunday night with the gang here. Hi, hello.
Start every time. God. I'm just calling it out.
I'm Claire. I don't sing, and my two illustrious compatriots do. So whatever you just heard is my fault. They were like, "We're gonna go live and sing a 3-part harmony."
That was not my idea. Whose idea was it?
Who can it be?
Whose idea was it?
So anyway, welcome in. I'm Claire. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday evening. With me again for the second time playing the game Wickedness is Corson and Katie.
Hello.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have any major channel announcements, some light announcements. We're gonna be off next Sunday because of the holidays and family travel and everything else. Though you might see me and Corson streaming some things at some point in the next couple of weeks. I may also hop on to stream a video game or two, maybe even, who knows. But yeah, so there's that. Then I think top of the new year, we will probably play part 3 of Wickedness, if I had to guess. And then if we don't play through both parts tonight, if we really zoom through part 2, maybe we'll play both. But I have a feeling we'll just do part 2 tonight, since we have a tendency to get chatty.
I don't know if we've ever zoomed through anything. Yeah, I feel like zooming is out of character. Well,
even when we're playing Zoomers. Which is not the case today, I don't think. But yeah, so before we kick it off, does anybody have anything they want to say or plug or introduce themselves in any kind of way?
No, you can watch the VOD from last week if you want to see the introductions.
Amazing. Yeah, head on over to the highlights.
No, I don't want to make my returning bit just updating you on all my favorite sports teams, so I will not mention that the Lions beat the #1 team in their division today.
Sports.
I also will not mention that.
It was sick.
I will add nothing by saying the thing I wasn't going to mention is that this is the very first band t-shirt I ever got at a concert, and it's from the 2005 Honda Civic tour.
Okay, what? You guys are both wearing band shirts.
This is not a band shirt.
Okay, tour shirts, excuse me. Tour shirts. And I'm wearing a, I think Topshop Man. Oh no. What is it? American Apparel from like 2013, so.
I mean,
jewelry you made.
That is true. Well, yeah, that is true.
So that's the thing we all have in common.
We're all wearing jewelry Corson made.
I'm actually not wearing any rings I made right now, though.
Oh, we just did our Christmas gift exchange. We're doing a little just chat at the top here. We did our holiday gift exchange yesterday.
Look at the ring I made Katie too.
Oh, Katie, that one's beautiful. Oh my God, wait, are they separate?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous. My camera does not want to show this. It really wants to be a hand cam.
First ring of my adult life.
Help.
I'm not a
You get it.
It's like tally marks. It's cute.
It's beautiful.
Yes. I love it.
I re-pierced my ears.
Whoa, by yourself?
Well, I hadn't worn earrings in probably at least 5 years, so it was kind of just shoving an earring
hey, been there.
Through some skin. It wasn't the full pierce. But it was not
You
fun.
still had the faint inkling of a hole there.
I could still kind of see where the hole was, yeah.
And it was probably just like scar tissue anyway, so
yeah.
You're just stabbing through scar tissue.
Yeah, and that was in the spring, and now I have 2 pairs of earrings and...
At the risk of derailing us completely from this conversation, we're here tonight to play part 2, chapter 2 of Wickedness. Chapter 2, oh God, entitled...
At the risk of derailing, I feel like that was an intentional derailment.
Entitled Troubles.
That was a re-railment.
A re-railment. This
Pro
game
rail.
is incredibly beautiful. It's written by M. Vasilak, who is Nightling Bug on Twitter. And also it's just like really pretty game. It comes with there are 3 books, an interpretation guide, which we'll get to use tonight as we head into chapter 2, and then play pages that we'll be referring to for our character stuff. And then obviously I have out the rule book, as we are also brand new to playing through this entire game. So, you know, bear with us if we do something wrong. Thank you for your patience as we figure it out. And tonight we will be facing challenges. Last week we began with truths. We each made our characters, our sanctuary, the underworld, and the kingdom. Took a couple of notes on that, so we'll be able to refer back if we need. But yeah, we're gonna follow through with Eugenia, Gigi, and Lilia, our coven. All right, facing challenges. The stack of minor arcana is the challenge deck. Flip over the top card.
Oh, Conqueror of Swords.
Conqueror of Swords.
Let me check to see what if the thing is like saying king and shit.
Amazing. I'll keep reading it. Every challenge will begin. This is the Coven's current challenge. Every challenge will begin by naming one of the major arcana. The Coven mate who has that arcana reads the interpretation guide entry out loud. Okay, so we should each have our copies of the interpretation guide out because a different one of us might read it.
Oh, yes. Let me...
And the group follows the instructions therein. Anyone may further flesh out the challenge by volunteering further information about the challenge. The deck... Oh, go ahead.
Do we need to draw a major arcana?
No, we drew our major arcana is that the
That's
star, the moon?
Okay, great.
Or
Well,
whatever,
all of
or
these are
is it?
major arcana.
Amazing. Okay, it'll say
No.
like,
What the ones that are upside down are?
not yet.
Okay, great.
No. Because, yeah, we'll see how we run into this, but yes. The deck is a player. Every tarot deck is different, as is every game of Wickedness. Coins may sometimes be called pentacles, wands may sometimes be staves, pages may sometimes be ladies. Therefore, the interpretation guide is a series of approximations. We're empowered to change whatever terms we need in order to play with our chosen deck, which is great. Corson, will you remind us what deck we're using?
This is the Threads of Fate Ascendant deck. I told everybody last week that I was going to put a link in the chat, and I absolutely did not. But the box is here. It's the Weaver Tarot is the, oh, let me hold it out of the tarot cam. What am I thinking?
Beautiful.
Can't
Amazing.
find myself. There's a lovely Snake Eats Tail on there. But I believe you can go to threadsoffate.com, and that's where you can buy it.
Awesome.
I will find a link this time.
Awesome. The assumed symbolism in the interpretation guide is based largely on the art of the popular Rider-Waite tarot deck. Thank you. But not every deck has the same elements in its illustrations or the same emotional mood or tone. The main advantage of using tarot cards over dice to randomize the game is this richness of symbolism. So we should be sure to let the cards themselves guide the flavor, the tone, and the detail building of our particular challenges. If a challenge as written absolutely does not fit our deck's illustration or the current lore of our game so far, it's up to us as players to bend the challenge to fit. When doing so, we have 3 guidelines to follow. Challenges are always something that will have negative consequences if unaddressed. Challenges always expose a weakness or vulnerability of the coven, and the player holding the major arcana named by the entry should have the most say in how to reinterpret it. In general, we should aim to follow both the spirit of the game and the spirit of the cards. Coins, swords, and wands challenges. For these challenges, once the instructions in the interpretation guide have been read, each member of the coven establishes themselves in the scene. When a coven mate makes an attempt to resolve the challenge, their player picks one of the following: fall prey to a folly, solve it with wisdom, or solve it with true magic. Each of us may only perform one of these options per challenge. We perform them in any order, and it's okay to discuss what we're going to do, go back and change things, and talk about how each attempt changes the nature of the challenge. Then, if no one solves it, the coven fails the challenge. The Cups suit. Cups challenges are special. They're resolved according to their entries in the interpretation guide. They'll tell us whether we've solved them or failed. And then this next section is solving, like, how to go about those three, like, solving things. So falling prey to a folly. We're powerful, resourceful individuals, but when we fail spectacularly. Each coven mate page has a special list of 7 follies that the coven mate is prone to. We talked a bit about those as we went through our character development. Follies that the coven mate is prone to, the mistakes they must learn from in order on their life's journey. When you fall prey to a folly, say how that folly makes the situation worse and what it reflects upon your coven mate, then draw the top card of the challenge deck. It's now a wisdom card in your hand. You shouldn't repeat the same folly twice in a row unless it's perfect for the story. Follies and teamwork. Falling prey to folly doesn't necessarily mean a coven mate is out of the action unless it makes sense in the story. If another coven mate is solving a challenge with wisdom or big magic, you should still describe how your coven mate supports, hinders, or plays into their plan when it's appropriate. Solve it with wisdom. If you have collected enough wisdom cards, so we get those by falling prey to our follies, you can resolve a challenge using a combination of mundane cleverness, petty magic, diplomacy, and the coven's resources. To solve a challenge with wisdom, discard wisdom cards with a combined worth of at least triple the challenge card's value. Pages are worth 11, knights worth 12, kings and queens worth a witch's lucky 13. Describe how your character successfully solves the challenge. Put discarded wisdom cards in the center of the play space. They don't go back into the box just yet. So basically, when we solve things with wisdom, when we have follies, and I think at some other moments we get wisdom cards, so just picking up cards and putting them into our hand, we can solve problems by having enough of those cards, or by striking out resources, I think, also at certain points. The final folly on each coven mate's sheet pulls them away from the action for the next challenge. They can still act, but now we have to explain how they're influencing the situation from afar. And then the last thing is solving it with magic. So the coven's magic can accomplish almost anything, but this power can be costly. To use true magic, you'll say which element of your power you're calling on. So we all had the ones that were designated to us, and then we also got to pick based on some draws. So to use true magic, you'll say which element of your power you're calling on, how the spell unfolds, and then you strike one of your sources. Using true magic always solves a challenge. When a challenge is solved, put its card back in the box. It is removed from the game. When we fail to solve a challenge, each member of the coven picks one of the penalties below. We can all pick the same options if we'd like, but doing so might prove rather foolish. We can describe how the kingdom's ignorance, poverty, or despair worsen, how the coven can tell and update the kingdom page accordingly. We can describe how one of the sanctuary's resources, friends, or wonders is lost, desecrated, or destroyed. We'll strike that from the sanctuary page. Or we can worsen the underworld's claim over us on the underworld page. Then we put the card back in the box. It's removed from the game. Okay, remember our inevitable fates? The three decks of 3 secret cards we've been trying not to think about. When the challenge deck runs out of cards, it's time for us each to face the first card of our inevitable fate.
Starting with playing through this entire deck,
I guess.
Look,
because remember when we do follies, we'll be taking ones out as wisdom cards, so we won't be solving each. Like, we won't be challenged by each thing.
So we'll make you a secret wisdom deck over here.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It'll just need to be like, we'll just have to count the number of cards, I think, or like what,
or the value of
the value. Awesome. So then we start with the holder of the star. We'll probably have to look back at this page when we get to that moment. But we read, we reveal, we read, and we interpret our own inevitable fates.
I have a question following up about this. I didn't keep track of which one was from which round of dealing in the face down cards, right? We had 3 rounds of dealing. Is that going to matter?
Did we put them did we put them down? What do you mean by
but I don't remember what the order is. They're all face down. All 3 of these cards were dealt to Katie's character, but I don't remember which one is like The one that has the judgment card.
But did they go... have you moved them?
Well, I had to move them off this table.
Have you shuffled them, though?
No.
Then they're still in the same order, right?
But I don't remember which order they're in.
You don't have to remember because we put them down in a specific order. So as long as they're in that order, then we put them... As long as they're in the same order that we put them down, it should be fine. Because the game knows which ones we put. And so as we flip them over... we'll read our interpretation. We'll just
pretend we didn't see it and go on.
Exactly. And so anyway, so this is like a twist that fate offers us. If we accept the twist, and claim the card beneath it, our power involves to incorporate one of the following. And so there's like a list of the cards and what kind of power we might get. We'll add that if we decide to take it. If you turn down fate's offer, you put the card you drew and the one beneath it back in the box. Finally, each one of us will ask the questions of each of the others, starting with the sun and ending with the moon. And those questions we can go through when we get to that. And then just before the third section, we ask one another, how is this all going to end? But with that, we actually have a question we need to ask together about how this is all going to begin.
Is that what I drew here? The Conqueror of Swords?
Well, that's how it's all going to begin, yes. But we just need to ask what troubles await us.
What troubles await us? Now you say it too, Katie.
What troubles await us?
What troubles await us, indeed. Doing these things at the same time as a ritual is hard over Zoom. All right, so here we go. We pulled... Conqueror of Swords?
So Knight would be the...
Knight of Swords. Right. The Fool reads.
The Fool reads.
The Fool is me. Okay.
Le Fool.
Yeah, I'm living up to my name today. And then this is in the interpretation guide section.
Yes, page 45.
Okay. And the Conqueror of...
Oh, wait.
Page 45.
I'm wrong. I flipped ahead.
Figure it out, though.
I flipped ahead to alternate interpretations.
Swords is on page 87.
I lied.
Great.
And what one is this?
Knight.
Knight. Okay.
Conqueror. Knight.
Wait, Knight of
Wait,
Swords?
we lied. The Magician reads. I flipped ahead to the alternative interpretations.
Oh, wait, am I on the alternative?
Oh, okay. Knight of Swords. Conqueror of Swords. The kingdom is now at war with one of its neighbors. If it was already at war, it's now fighting on two fronts. I'll write down this neighboring power's name, and we'll each supply one detail about it. A foreigner from our neighbor state has fled onto the sanctuary's grounds, and a mixed mob of guards and angry common folk are demanding we turn over the spy. What do we do? If we solve this challenge with wisdom, we may add a friend to the sanctuary. Likely in the...
We are not solving this problem with wisdom.
Yeah.
We have no wisdom, in fact.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got a big problem right off the bat. What is the name of this neighboring power?
The name of this neighboring power is Illyrix.
Ooh.
Illyrix.
Oh,
I'll write it in the chat.
that's how I spelled it in my head.
You're on the same page as me.
Amazing. Incredible.
I forgot what the name of our country is.
I don't think we have a name.
Oh, great. Okay.
Of all things. We are just in the kingdom of mortal kind.
Great.
Which, as a reminder, we have a walled city that is surrounded by orchards and vineyards, a forest thick and dark, led by a celebrated war hero, with a grand palace, old war memorials, a prestigious university, and a beloved celebrity couple that we have established already has some drama attached to it.
Ah, yes.
So a foreigner from Illyrix.
Basically, someone's coming as a refugee to our sanctuary.
Yeah.
And we're being asked to turn over the spy.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doing that until he's medically cleared.
All right, we're not solving this challenge with wisdom, which means we can solve it with true magic. or Follies.
All right, I have an idea
Oh, please.
for me. So one of my follies is escalate the hostility between the coven and another faction.
Oh, God.
Oh
And
no.
in doing so, put your coven mates in danger. So I think I'm writing a letter to the state.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh.
So I'm writing a letter to the state, and I'm saying the audacity with which you demand that we turn over this so-called quote unquote spy is exhausting, frankly, and is disrespectful to the entire idea of what nobility means. And I think it goes on for like 4 pages, but it's pretty much just
Oh my
that.
god. All right. Well, so that's what we're thinking that Gigi does as that happens. Oh god. Do you have like a strong feeling of what you think Lilia does?
I think. Okay, so I might need some clarification on
Oh yeah, for sure.
the rules because I'm not good at following those at the beginning of things.
I'm also not. So I think what you can do here is you can either cast magic to solve the problem, which will guaranteed solve it,
But cost
but
some of
you
your
have to
qualities.
blacken one of the sources of your magic.
Uh-huh.
Or you can basically cash in your folly, fall prey to a folly, and gain a wisdom card.
Got it. Okay.
But if we all fall prey to follies and don't and do not solve the problem, we have to go through the things that make the world worse, basically.
Okay. Oh, I think with this one, so we have a refugee. I would definitely be 100% into letting this refugee stay in our home. I think I would I hear refugee as my young unwar stricken self, and I think this guy needs immediate medical care. So I'm taking him in for a full workup. And I'm gonna just have him in the magic room, and unfortunately I might also fall to a folly in which I reveal too much, endangering the coven. Because
is this a spy? He's not a spy,
It's
right?
it's unclear, right? Like there's a mob of people being outside being like, turn him over, he's bad, blah blah blah, all these things. And so I think as like Gigi's writing this letter, getting us into it with the government. Yeah. And Lilia is getting us, honestly, stepping in it with, I imagine, the crowd of people outside being like, no, he's coming in and I'm going to take care of him.
But
or you're revealing stuff to
I can't let him run out into a crowd when I don't know what his physical state is. I have to check his vitals and make sure he's
absolutely
all good. So yeah, I'm not actively trying to incense the mob. I just think they might think that I'm in there for too long. Revealing too much?
I think if he is a spy, I mean, we can decide if he's a spy or not later. Also, right now we can just say we don't know. And do you think Lilia tells him a lot about us? Is that part of it?
I don't know if she tells him a lot about us, but she's definitely not being subtle with the products from her garden that she's sourcing from. These don't look like, just traditional first aid stuff. They look a little fun, a little.
I think I think because Eugenia pretty immediately is like, this is a rather large problem that needs to be solved, and like sees all of this activity happening. I think she is going to try to solve it with true magic. I think Eugenia immediately is like, all right, okay, so I think this is going to be a little wild. I am tempted to have the way because her magic, as a reminder, is used to seek knowledge and conjure spirits, and it's a ghost magic. And so I think that Eugenia, like, does her, like, throw of the finger bones situation and tries to discern if this person is in immediate danger and sees enough futures where this spy is not here to harm us. I think we can kick the can down the road of if it comes up if this person is a spy or not. She sees a lot of things all the time. So I don't think she says anything about this person's actual background to all of us, but sees enough versions that are like, this person isn't here to hurt us. And I'm tempted to, like, this is super messed up. I think she goes from being harmless to being crazed, and in an effort to end the problem, we've gone 0 to 60, walks into the room, grabs the young man, and turns him into a ghost for the time being.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
and I think
we have no people.
Exactly. Like, there's no way they can't find him. If they can't find him. And yeah, I think she goes from being harmless, I will blacken out, or I will strike out harmless for now. I am no longer harmless, but when I blacken it, if it happens again, I will gain crazed later, I think.
Oh, so you don't blacken it right away.
Is it because I think it's strike and then blacken? But I can check. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we did solve the problem. So we have a ghost spy living in our house, but when people come, he is no longer visible. So, but I think it makes sense that, like, we can't say that we didn't solve this problem with wisdom. We did not get a friend of the sanctuary because Eugenia turned him into a ghost against his will. Like, she came in and didn't tell him what was happening. So I would say he might not be friends with us.
Do I include as an addendum in my letter that this visitor is not living in his mortal form, is no longer in his mortal form?
Yeah, you probably have to send a follow-up courier or something.
Yeah, I'm sending my secondary character carrier pigeon bird with the dispatch. I sent the toad with the first one.
That's okay. You do make a lot of good points in there. I see what you're saying, and I really hope they also see what you're saying and you don't come for us.
And is the government responsible for the deeds of the townsfolk? Probably not, right? But they can call off the guards. So GTFO is what I have to say the real words. So do we get anything from that experience?
I think we get the experience, and those who experienced follies gain the wisdom. So both you and Katie will draw wisdom cards. Okay. Yeah, and I have struck harmless, and yeah, it is, you strike it, and then there is a chance over the course of the game. Yeah, there's a chance that you could renew those stricken things. But if you blacken something and you gain that new thing, it is just as immutably true as the initial version was of you. And I really like that they're like, if one of the initial things seems like it's a flaw to you, we encourage you to investigate why you think that's a flaw and think about what you'd be without it and shiver. And like, that's what it says. Awesome.
Draw mine as well. Oh, great.
Do I tell people what it is?
Do we say what it is?
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to keep track aloud of solving problems with, like, counting how much wisdom that.
Well, it's nice to know what's not going to be on the table as a challenge.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
So, yeah, go for it.
All right, I got the 6 of Cups.
Plus, they're pretty, so.
Yes. I got the 3 of Cups.
My God.
Nice.
Cup buddies.
Here, I have a question about the wisdom thing as well. Could Katie and could Lilia and I pool wisdom?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think there's also this feature of, like, as we go through the game, and as we get towards the end, there will be things that will require large amounts of wisdom to solve, right? Because it's possible, like, we can cause the end of the world during this section or the next section, depending on how we choose to solve problems and that sort of thing, which is very interesting. Because, like, if we do too much true magic, then we don't have any wisdom. But if we're not, you know what I mean? Like, it's all this, like, delicate balance that we're navigating. So we'll have to kind of make calls that way. And I think there are some, I'm not 100% sure. There might be some that limit us to solving only with our own wisdom. I'm not sure. But I would imagine that for some of these we can collectively solve. That's the point of being in a coven, right? To combine our wisdom and fix something. Awesome.
Right.
Who wants
Next
to pick the
challenge?
next challenge? Oh, and when we solve a
Or is it
challenge,
just the next one, the next card.
yeah, but if we solve the problem, yeah, if no one solves it, it goes back. But if we solve it, when a challenge is solved, put its card back in the box. It's removed from the game.
All right, so we're done with the Conqueror of Swords.
All right.
All right, next card.
Are we switching?
I think it's just the top one.
Okay. Cool. This one is the Sovereign of Swords.
Oh my God, no!
These are big. Which is that?
I think this is another one the magician reads. That's the queen.
Okay? Yeah, it is.
Someone from my past, someone I care deeply for, is in danger. The pure heart will annoy me with 3 questions about who this person is and what they mean to me. The old soul will try to warn me what trap lies in wait for me. Then you'll decide whether to help me or wash your hands of the situation. If I solve this challenge personally, I'll add my friend to the sanctuary page.
Oh, this is brutal. All right, pure heart, hit them with 3 questions.
All right. Do I know who this person is yet?
You've never met them.
Never met them.
No.
Okay, so what's your favoriteest thing about them?
Her tongue.
Her tongue? Does that mean, like, did you guys, like, eat a lot together?
You could say that. And that's your 3rd question.
That's what? That was only number 2.
The first one was if you knew them.
Oh my God, I wasn't asking that first one in character. Dear Christ.
I think Eugenia just looks up from whatever, like, thing she was doing and, like, looks over the book. All of us in the library train car.
Okay, if you want a 4th question, you can have it.
That was only 2 questions.
You can have it. If you want a 4th question, you can have it.
A 3rd question.
The 4th question.
Another question.
Yeah, question
Number 4.
3. When did you first meet? What was the day?
December 4th, about 14 years ago.
14 years ago.
Out of character, is this the person that has wronged you that you can't?
No, I'm thinking this is just an ex.
Great, okay. I just wanted to know if this is like the big one or if
No,
this was
I don't
just
think this is
another.
the big one. I think this might be like the one that got away a little bit.
Cool.
14 years ago. It really hardened me, I'll be honest.
That's more than half my lifetime.
Oh my God, true. Yeah, I think I'm like 40. I don't know what I said last time, but I'm
We
saying
didn't say. We did not say.
Yeah. I read
She
as 40. I might be older than that.
she only ever calls you when she is in trouble, and that trouble almost always leads you to trouble.
I like trouble.
I think Eugenia like tells somewhat of a long story about the last time the two of you were together. And I think it has to do with going in past the walls for something.
Mm-hmm.
And that maybe that's why she's in danger again. Is like she's back in town. Cause is she from maybe she's from
Because she's from the neighboring town.
yeah. So maybe she's from Ilrix and Eugenia is like, this has happened. We were at war 10 years ago. We're at war again now. It's always the phone call.
Her. She said she was having problems at the inn.
What kind of danger?
I don't know. She said she was having problems at the inn. The toad just came back with a message.
Yeah, I'm gonna examine the toad for any signs of trouble at the inn. I'm trying to assess.
Yeah, if you could interrogate the toad.
I think this means, at least for Eugenia, she's somewhat bought in, and seeing Lilia be like, I'm gonna examine the toad. I think I've decided not to wash my hands of the situation as much as I want to. In this immediate moment, I reserve the right to use one of my follies.
To make a reference to something in pop culture, for example, sometimes someone goes on a dating show and they meet a bunch of cute people and then they decide to go get back with their ex. Everybody go stream 12 Dates of Christmas season 2 on HBO.
It's never satisfying. I'm sorry.
No, it's literally never satisfying. But the potential could be there. And if nothing else, it's holding me back from what's new. Just saying.
The potential of a relationship with someone who has already disappointed you several times over the course of a decade.
Time disappointed us.
Oh.
It sounds like this person disappointed you. If you got that touchy about the number of questions I asked you.
I gave you a fourth question. I was just being facetious.
I think we need to make. I learned about this new thing. I was hanging out around the grounds of the university. It's called a SWOT analysis. Strengths, weakness, opportunities, and
trials and tribulations.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Is that what it
No, I have no idea. Opportunities and
something. Anyway, all those
and true magic.
Yeah. All those economics lovers over there were talking about that. I think we need to do this for this situation. I have looked all over our toad friend here, and he appears lightly singed.
So on fire is what you're saying?
I don't know if there's a fire.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna absolutely use my magic. And my magic, as a reminder, is luck magic. So what I'm gonna do is, given that this fire seems to be the threat, the singed toad, I'm going to make there be a thing in the town that whenever anyone is looking for water, they find it.
Wild.
There's always running water. So they just it's like, oh, it's lucky there was a there was a big bucket right here, an extinguishing bucket. That kind of thing. Like, oh, so lucky. Can I do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'll have to what are you going to
strike something. What will I strike? I'll strike,
because it's sort of the thing that's like you're getting pulled away from, right? Or at least that's how I thought of it, of like what is the opposite of turning a boy into a ghost? Probably my trait of being harmless, right?
I think I strike that I fight for myself.
Oh, that's actually kind of nice.
I think that becomes less true.
Eugenia, as soon as you start in on the SWOT analysis, the moment Lilia says the toad is singed, she throws the bones into like her version of a dice tray, looks, and goes, "I'll be back." Departs on mysterious business. I'm drawing 2 cards and I'm gone for the next scene.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
Depart on mysterious business. Be physically absent for the next challenge. So we can still describe how I am a part of it as we go, but I am no longer at the train car.
Oh,
So draw me 2 wisdom cards and add those to my stack
Okay.
here.
I'm saying they're here. So we've got the 8 of coins,
All
and
right.
that's upside down.
We have a
The
tarot cam.
7 of wands. Oh yeah, true.
I say that only because the lighting makes it so shiny. All right.
Look at that graphic. Oh my god.
Um,
And I'll add those to your deck.
yeah,
I got
and
good
you
cards. I got shitty cards.
you solved that problem yourself, right? And
Yeah,
then
so I get to
Lilia.
I get to add my friend.
Oh
But
my god.
for the sanctuary. But what are you gonna do?
What are my options here?
You can decide whether to help me or wash your hands of the situation. So you can wash your hands of the situation. But you just don't get a wisdom card if you do that.
I think I'll help you. Because fires are really only good in as much as their nature's natural self-regulation tool. And I think based on where we sent this toad, it's not somewhere that would be having a good fire. So
Does it, if it says if I solve this challenge personally, does that mean I have to solve it alone? Or does using true magic count as solving it personally?
I think so here's the thing. I think the wording of it is like, or the way that I would propose that we play this is the whole of us decided at first we were in, right? We weren't going to abandon you. We and then we had the conversation like our characters. So I think Lilia can have helped, but take a folly, or she can do true magic if she also wants to do true magic here. But it's kind of up to Katie. If you think Lilia does something that's on her follies list, then you just gain wisdom, but you also tried to help. But I think I'm going to count this as you solving it personally. I feel like you did true magic about it. You struck something.
Also, I think that that gift is going to be perennial. I think whenever someone seeks water, they find it there.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Which
I also
maybe
forgot
come
about
back
the toad.
later. That's kind of cool.
What is your friend's name?
Probably just V. What?
It's so mysterious.
I know. She shows up wearing a red flapper dress.
Oh my god.
My lord.
And we've got, yeah, we also have Peter who likes to stop by, Davis who likes to stop by.
I know, I needed a woman.
Lewis and Wink.
Oh, yeah, Wink the cat.
Oh, you said Davis was a woman, I thought. Is Davis not a woman?
Davis is a merchant. I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's not there all the time either, so. Amazing. All right.
So did I make my decision?
What folly are you going to
I think it's
exploit?
gonna be I think it might be it might be stumbling into a contract I don't understand. I mean social contract, because I don't understand anything that's going on between V and Gigi, and yet I tagged along with some of my little salves to put on any burns, and I am now in a situation whose social dynamics are a bit too complex for this girly to operate in a,
so good.
in a totally
So good.
high capacity way. And this one was kind of a low one. I got the 3 of coins.
Amazing.
Oh.
It's pretty. I like the flowers.
I'm really close to my camera when I show on the tarot cam. I have short arms.
The Sovereign of Swords is going in the box then, right?
Yeah. You
Hell
solved
yeah.
it.
Yes.
I'm just like walking behind you guys, like number one, because I think I'm a lot shorter. So I'm like trailing you the whole way.
I'm
And-
giving her the tour, and it's like a little bit sexually charged, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like just a little bit.
It's like stuff like, here's the bathroom. There's a really large shower.
oh god.
Like, see, this is 100% why Eugenia was like,
I gotta fucking go. Bye.
gotta go. What's our next challenge?
Our next challenge, Seeker or Page
Ooh.
of Wands.
Oh my god, we're getting all of the people.
I know that's kind of sucks, but it's fine. They're just big challenges.
Oh no, it's just funny to me.
Who is the star?
Me.
Will you read this one too?
Oh god. Add a new
Oh shit.
to my page. A whispered voice that insists that I am the underworld's rightful ruler and have confused myself for a mortal practitioner. How can we be sure of my true identity? If we solve this challenge with wisdom, I may recover a stricken source. The new menace remains.
How much wisdom do we need to solve this?
11.
Oh my god, you think you're a fucking...
I have 9.
You think you're a doppelganger?
I think I'm the doppelganger.
Oh my god. This feels quite bad, right? I'm not there.
You're not there.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, so does that mean we can't use your wisdom cards?
We would have to figure out narratively how that works, right? Eugenia did the thing and left.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do you...
I might. Okay, here is the thing. My magic type is mostly used for medicine, which this could relate to, and to pacify others, which this could relate to. If I know that there is a voice that's telling you this, if I know where if I'm aware of the menace, I could attempt to pacify the bonds between you and the menace, or I could go to treat it with medicine right away and try and use some like psychosomatic leaning methods.
Here's how I'm envisioning the voice. I'd just like to share this because
please.
I'm picturing, those collars that they have on coats that are like two minks biting each other's tails. I have those, but one of the minks sits right here and whispers up into my ear, and the other mink sits right here and whispers up into my ear, and both tell me like some shit like 2 is not 1. Your reign rules highest. That kind of shit. And I'm just sitting there going, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, fucking right.
About
Oh, just some books.
do I
You absolutely know I'm lying.
yeah. Are you sure about that? Is it just me, or does it smell a little more like deathy around here than usual?
I don't know what you mean by that.
At this point, I'm gonna say, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go into my room. I'm gonna go into my garden. And I'm gonna uproot some spearmint adjacent looking herbs. They're like spearmint plants, but actually pointy. And I think I'm just okay. I'm gonna frame it as a fun proposal. Does Gigi help me a lot with testing my
magic?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably in the Daredevil way, right? Like, that makes sense.
A consistent guinea pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gigi, do you wanna remember this new like pressure point treatment I was talking about the other day?
Okay.
You wanna try it?
Okay.
It's safe.
Hmm.
I'm
I don't
willing
care
to
about
try it
that.
on myself first if you want.
Okay.
I want to try it on myself first. Just to demonstrate that I'm not doing anything harmful.
Okay.
And with these pointy plant leaves, I think that you gotta, there's like certain points on like the neck, this area that you hit it. It's kind of like acupuncture-esque. You know, you get the certain point and it provides access to the body in a magical way. I can't explain it. I don't know this part, but you know, then if you get it in the right place, the leaf dissolves into the body and it can separate one's mind from oneself temporarily
Oh.
to really reckon with yourself.
So kind of like getting high.
No, but if getting high was about, you know, getting a really accurate record of everything that's happening in your mind at a certain point
Okay.
in time. I just want to see, I have a hunch that if I do this, the mind is going to be very clearly something else. And I'm hoping that by removing it from the body, I can like then sever it.
The interesting thing to me here is even when you solve this problem, or if you do true magic about this, this is just about getting Gigi to realize it's not real. That it's the underworld fucking with her again.
So it remains. Oh.
Yeah, how else is she affected by the underworld? I can't remember.
A transgressor I can't catch.
Cool.
Okay,
So I mean, you can totally do this and it might just work as like the jolting of her back, right? Of like the realization. I think your magic works, but you know.
Yeah.
You can narrate how it might wear off or how long it might take or something. We just have to acknowledge that it does these voices stick with her and they probably come and go, but
I think maybe what I feel like is the vibe is they come and go, right? Like it might crop up again at perhaps an inopportune moment or an opportune one. I don't know. I'm not super determined to remove the struck thing at this point anyway, so I think solving it with magic is the call. But then I have to fall prey to a folly, or do I respond? Or
I think so. I mean, I don't know. I think this is kind of up to us of how you want to interpret this, because we're all trying to do this, right? How can we be sure of your true identity? I think it seems like Gigi kind of bought into it, but also that might be part of your folly. There might be a folly that is that. I don't know what your follies are. Because, like, I think the folly I'm going for with Eugenia here is I'm going to retcon withholding vital information, and that's what she saw when she did the bones, and that she went to grab something or other that she thought was going to be helpful, but doesn't make it back in time, and so kind of the failing to act until it's too late / withholding information.
My first folly is underestimate the problem.
There you go.
So I think
there you go. We've left pure heart here.
I think my heart or whatever, my mind comes out in whatever way you summon it.
Yeah, so I think I I'm going to I'm gonna say, yeah, you need 2 of them. You need 2. So like 2 per use, because it's like you got to get the one in there, and then once it's dissolved, you can put another one in, and it comes out like a magnet, like reabsorbed into like one. So there is a way to like control it. So I think I'm gonna make sure you're really seated, nice and comfortable here. And you're just so
giving
relaxed.
me a massage?
Yeah, I can do that. I cut some cucumbers for your eyes so we can pretend like you're just at a spa. I heard about that at the university too. Yeah, so it'll just be a little bit of a cool burning sensation, but nothing to worry about. And I'll be here the whole time. So, yeah, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna try and get the right spot. I'm gonna siphon out the baddie.
What are you striking? What do you think Lilia no longer is because of this?
I think I'm gonna go to my page again. Hang on.
I took a screenshot of the page, the character page.
Smart.
And it was very smart.
Okay, I just did that. I'm gonna say I am no longer going to be Oh my god, I didn't even think about this aspect. Oh boy. I think I'm going to be a little less a little bit less. Oh my god. This is the hardest part. How do you pick things?
Well, it doesn't go away all the way.
Yeah. I'm going to say a little bit healthy, because I'm going to say so I'm going to strike healthy a little bit, because I'm going to say I haven't done all of my testing with this, and it's fine when it happens to you, but I'm going to say there's some adverse reaction of like inhalation of the thing. So I'm going to have a little bit of an asthmatic breath if I exert myself too hard
Awesome.
anymore. Namely when I try to keep up with everyone.
Awesome.
So I think it works. I think this ball of like aura is siphoned out of the person. And it's like they're like, what colors would your aura be?
Probably purple and red.
So it's like
a little
purple
orange
and red, and with like little orange flecks and glows.
I've decided I think I look like a 6'2" Angelica Houston.
Yes. Yes. Oh God. Oh boy. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm triggered. In a good way.
I need to make sure this is who I think it is. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
I've got Smash on the brain, everybody. Everybody,
right.
Pour one out if you've ever seen Smash. Okay.
All right. So how do we get her back?
Oh yeah, so I think it comes out, and I think there's gonna be like some black, like some scary, like abyssal swirlies going around the orb. So I'm gonna try to I'm gonna go grab another plant I have that is supposed to like magnetize like dark energy, and I'm gonna try and get it away, and then put your regular beautiful aura back inside of you.
I think as you pull the strand of dark out, right, you have the aura held like a heart on a table of an operating room, and then you pull out the dark thing, and then you see two little slugs of darkness go down my neck vein and up my back of my head vein.
What?
So I think I'm instating that this will show up 2 more times.
Oh,
So we can call
Doctor, he's coding.
Doctor he's
oh
coding.
God. Oh God.
Oh, that's very good though.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I just strike that for now. I don't.
Correct. It is not blackened, and you do not add any new quality yet. It's just you are no longer healthy.
Yeah. I inhaled too much of this
Oof. Inhaled the darkness.
agreement.
Oh God.
Oh, I feel pretty rejuvenated. What'd you do?
Oh. Well, I just sucked your soul out for a minute. It's okay. It's all back in there now. Except for a little part that I did get out, and I'm like holding my little magnety plant.
What happened to my furs?
Furs.
My ermine. Where's my furs?
I didn't do anything with your ermine.
I
I left it on the table.
think this is when Eugenia like opens the door and goes, "We have another problem, and I'd like to see what the next."
Yes. Did we solve this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
we solved it as much as we could, right?
Also, I just got it again
it's
with
beautiful.
this design.
It's
My
beautiful.
God.
Because Lilia did true magic about it, solving
So
the
it
problem
counts, yeah.
for the moment. It
Great.
counts.
Okay.
We
wait,
we
we
both
did-
get wisdom.
Oh, we
Yes.
both get wisdom.
Lilia does not because she solved the problem. She had to strike the thing, but Eugenia and Gigi get wisdom because we both
Okay,
messed
I'm
up
dealing that
here.
before I deal our
Yes,
thing,
yes.
So. Okay, I got the Seeker of Coins,
Ooh.
and then I'll just draw the top one for you.
Yes, please.
Ooh, Conqueror of Cups.
Which one is that?
The Knight.
Okay, so that's 12. Okay.
Okay.
Door slams open. We have another problem.
The Sovereign of Wands.
Oh my God.
We're just drawing all these huge cards.
Is that
That's the Queen.
okay? Oh, the High Priestess. That's me.
Yes, that's you. Oh my God, you slam open the door from your bedroom?
Yeah, I have not left bed in 3 whole days, and I say that my underworld menace is present with me, waiting for me to die so that it can take my soul to the underworld. Though neither of you can see it with the naked eye, how can we get me back up to my old business again? If we solve this challenge with wisdom, I may recover a stricken source, but not a blackened one. Eugenia slams that door open. And I have to remind myself of all of my. Yeah, Eugenia slams the door open and begins to tell a long story, detailed about something that has never happened. An incredibly detailed story about the magic that Lilia did to, like, ensure that that ghost boy got turned back into a person, and how much growth she's shown since this has happened, and that it's not, and now it's my time to die. We've righted my wrong. It's all clear. It's all clear to me. Everything is fixed. Everything is lined up. Everything is perfect. And now it's the end. It's the end. You found she like misremembers you being in a beautiful loving relationship with V now, and is like, you've like solved your problems. Lilia has grown so much into like, and you hear her like mixing the memories of multiple timelines, basically, of things that she's seen could happen, and like the details that she gives are very similar to things that have happened, or things that you have thought about having happened that did not happen that are like active decisions that you have chosen the opposite in your life.
I am.
And then I just shut the door and go lay back down to die.
Gigi, I think I know for a fact that some of that isn't true.
I know for a fact that some of that isn't true as well. I would say I'm feeling fairly confident at 95% falsehood in that entire speech.
Okay, I thought I might have been overestimating it, but that's kind of where I landed too.
Mm-hmm.
Should we tell her?
No.
No?
The first rule is that you don't tell someone who's losing their memory that they're losing their memory.
You get a ensorcelled bird invitation to a soiree that she has planned as her own wake.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
And you know for a fact that she's now planned her own wake and that those birds, a flock of those birds have flown out.
Oh, okay.
I start shooting.
Oh, God, you start shooting.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of magic that is.
What? Is it magic or
Your magic is best used for violence.
Yeah, my magic is best used for violence. So I'm low-key. I'm clay pigeon shooting right now.
I'm thinking, hey, this could
I'm
be
gonna end up with ghost birds.
This actually makes sense. I think I followed you out to the shooting field and I'm yelling over the sounds of bursts. I'm like, this actually makes a lot of sense because here's the thing. If we get rid of all the birds, their messages are gone forever, or they just come back here probably to the source. And so then if no one comes, she's not going to do this without a spectacle. If she went to we'll have the chance to talk to her more. So I think this is a really good idea.
Thank you.
I want to be very clear. Eugenia is not, like, content warning suicide. Eugenia is not planning to harm herself. She just believes that she has seen the future, and the future means she will die.
Okay.
I just want to be very clear.
I just don't want her making a fool of herself either when all these people come to the wake.
Yeah, and she's not even dead yet.
Oh my God.
How many birds do I need to shoot here?
There's like gotta be, how many birds are in a flock, right? Like 20?
I'm a really good shot.
Yeah,
okay, are you doing true magic about this? Or what's happening?
I'm trying to be smart here, but I can't do it alone.
I'm also trying to be wise here, but also can't do it alone. Can we do it together?
What number?
I have an 11 and a 3. So I technically could do this by myself.
You have to have triple the number.
Wait, triple?
Oh, I
yeah.
thought
It's okay. Intense. It has to be, I think it has to be triple the number. Let me make sure that's true.
To do this.
Yeah, to solve a challenge with wisdom, discard wisdom cards with a combined worth of at least triple the challenge card's value.
So okay,
kings and queens are both worth 13, so you'd need 29.
No, you need 39.
39. Oh my God. Okay, I can't do math, and also, oh my God.
Nope, I don't have that.
So this is something that I don't understand. So if you fall prey to a folly, is it possible to solve the thing?
If all three of us fall prey to folly, we do not solve the problem, which can happen and is normal in this game. So like this might be a thing that we can like talk about it as the human beings. Like this might be the thing the characters don't solve. And then something bad happens that we each discuss what bad thing happens because of this. But it also could be that two of us take follies and one of us does true magic about it. Or that multiple of us do true magic. If we can't solve a problem with wisdom, it's follies, magic, failure.
Okay. But there's no way to solve it with follies.
I'm not sure. No, it just says fall prey to a folly, solve it with wisdom, solve it with magic. So I feel like
Okay, then the folly I'm falling prey to is, well, you tell me. I have do more harm than good,
oh my god.
and I have be goaded into making the wrong move, and then I have act impulsively and get badly hurt. I could have my gun misfire.
Eugenia would say you've done much more harm than good.
Okay, great. Well, then that's the one I'll count.
I have half a coven left of ensorcelled birds.
Oh, God.
Half a coven -3.
Lilia?
I think in this one, I'm going to. I think I have fallen to a folly here as well.
I think I have too. I've insisted on a ceremony. That's one of my follies.
Oh, God.
Shit.
I can't wait to all attend your wake and have to apologize to everybody that you're not actually.
Well, we're gonna have to look at, like, that's how things begin to fall apart, right? Like, so, Lilia, what folly are you falling to?
I think in this one, it's imperiling myself. Because I normally need to stay decently far away from these more hardy expressions of magic, and instead I have followed you out here because I couldn't stop thinking aloud about how this definitely was the wisest way to solve this, and there's of course no way that this is gonna not solve the problem at hand. Like, of course, we're totally using the right level of wisdom. We totally don't need like twice the wisdom we have.
I'm gonna make it worse. I think Eugenia is also gonna do true magic that doesn't solve the problem. I'm going to strike. I'm gonna bring all my birds back as ghost birds, and I'm going to still have this ceremony happen since we've all agreed that we fail.
Oh gosh, I wasted all those bullets for nothing.
I think
My ears won't stop ringing.
she might.
What?
I think I got some.
She is going to strike unsure.
What does that mean?
She is sure. She is no longer unsure. She is.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to strike to get my birds back. But we all fell prey to follies in that we need to elect to describe some things here. We can all pick the same options or different options, but each of us needs to pick one. The kingdom's ignorance, poverty, or despair worsen. How we can tell in updating the kingdom page. Describe one of the sanctuary's resources, friends, or wonders being lost, desecrated, or destroyed. Strike it from the sanctuary page. Or worsen the underworld's claim over you on the underworld page.
Here's the thing. I think V is a vegan.
Oh no!
And I think I just went and shot a bunch of animals.
Bye! I will strike V from our sanctuary page.
Maybe I'll see her again, but not today, and she might be really pissed.
Oh God.
She's off calling PETA.
I think I have to worsen the underworld's claim on me. I think that's the only logical solution to how this has gone. And so I've gone to the underworld page. My one is you must be more careful. Cross out one of your follies. So I think I can no longer insist on burdensome traditions or ceremonies because the claim on the underworld, these false memories, has made me no longer insist on this after having to go to my own wake alive.
You've planned the ceremony to end all ceremonies, so therefore you can't insist on any more because you've murdered yourself.
I've murdered myself. I've insisted
in your
that I'm
image, not
correct.
literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you think this event, where did you insist on holding it?
In the in our, I guess,
In our dining car.
yeah, I'm just trying to think like if it's somewhere in like a place that we've stated.
Maybe it's in the forest.
Well, I'm thinking it's probably, the unfortunate reality is it's probably in the garden with the tortoise statue, right? It feels like that's like a vaguely cemeterial spot.
Oh God, I think the tortoise might be desecrated. I think he was used as part of a false ceremony.
R.I.P.
Oh no, that's 2 sanctuary items we have struck.
Well, one of them I just got today, so.
Yeah, fair. So an ancient statue is struck.
I think I wake up the next morning and he's just gone.
Oh, that's sad.
Like not even like an imprint from where it sat.
My God. Eugenia is sitting there, distressed that she's still alive. I feel like that's the image of the next morning. Is like, everything is gone. Everyone is gone. The people in the kingdom are mad at us. I guess maybe I don't know. Should I make the underworld's claim on me, or should we lose local goodwill?
Oh.
No, I think the underworld claim makes sense.
It makes more sense, I feel like. It's not that, like, not that many people come to our parties, you know?
Also, I shot all the birds. So
a lot of people
didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
Amazing. We all do get wisdom for that. And then we get another problem to solve.
Okay, I'm actually wondering really quick. I don't know if I'm allowed to change it at this point, but I might want to change the folly that I use to go sulk in frustration because I
Absolutely
didn't finish studying the tortoise.
Oh, before
he's gone.
I think that's fine.
So I'm gonna do that and draw 2 cards, but be physically absent for the next challenge because I'm crying.
Trage.
All right. Oh, come on. I got the 3 of swords.
Ooh.
And I got the 4 of coins. All these.
Man, we are solving the big problems and receiving
the 4 of cups for you, for your deck, Claire.
Jesus.
And then
never solved problems.
The 6 of wands.
All right.
How much do I have now?
Eugenia lays in the garden waiting for the underworld to come take her.
I have 20. Okay, and then did we solve? We didn't solve this.
We failed.
Oh,
so what do we do with it?
Happened.
I think it's still, yeah, then we put the card back in the box. It's removed from the game.
Even if we fail.
Even if we fail.
Okay. Ooh, this has a lion on it. That's so sick. Okay. All right, our next challenge. After I come back in blowing my gun off.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No.
Jesus. All right.
We're really.
Is that's a queen?
Yeah.
Coins?
High Priestess reads.
Oh, I should get over there. Oh no! Davis wishes for our coven to cure their relation of a mysterious illness. The wild spirit can tell us what the victim's symptoms are, and the pure heart will tell us the cause. What's the best treatment we can administer? If we solve this challenge with wisdom, we may add a new resource or friend to our sanctuary.
All right. The symptoms of the disease are Their eyes no longer have any whites to them. It's just all pupil. No iris either.
no.
It's all pupil.
That's terrifying.
Scream whenever they scream in intense pain whenever they walk into the sunlight or are touched by it.
Ooh. Ooh. Well, what I can tell you is that is definitely being caused by photosensitivity. And I think what is causing the photosensitivity is an imbalance in the not to, regress in medicine, but the four humors. There's an imbalance going on. And to get it back into balance, what we are going to need to do, we're going to use aloe, unsurprisingly. Aloe is known for its scientific medicinal soothing effects on skin, but I have some enchanted aloe that can go even deeper and, activate pathways, magical pathways to the nervous system to talk things out safely, if you will.
All right. What's the best treatment we can provide? Sounds like you've got it honestly handled, Lilia.
It sounds like I would love to try my my aloe on this. I think this time I have tested it. It will hurt me. And I think it won't. I'm pretty confident in saying that. So this is gonna be magic because I'm not wise enough. I'm not wise enough to do this. So I'm gonna get the aloe, and it's very scaled up. It's as if you scaled up a standard aloe plant. So they're very large branches.
Like one of those ones? The big one?
Yeah, like the biggie.
You can see the biggie in the background of Katie's video. It's difficult to see, but it's there.
Eugenia just looks at you and is like, this sounds best suited to anyone else. I'll look it up.
I'm not even here for this one. Wait.
Wait, you're gone.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh.
Scratch all of that. Except for the reason. That's the reason it's happening, but you can probably just pick up on that from buzzwords I've used in the past. Fuck.
No wonder we're absolutely fucked in this situation, I have to say. Here's the thing. Davis is my buddy. Davis and I are besties. Well, not besties, but we're
special friends.
We have spoken on more than one occasion. I think, well, here's the thing. My instinct, Gigi's TM instinct, is to just kill the person who's ill.
Oh God.
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So if you would like to step in on that, that's definitely great. But the other option that I have is to, one of my magic is inspire awe.
I'm happy to do magic about this if you feel that Gigi would not.
Yep. And I think I'm going to fall prey to another one of my follies, which is to blame the cowardice of one of my coven mates. And I'm cursing Lilia's name for staying home. I'm absolutely pissed.
I'm grieving.
I'm absolutely pissed off.
I think that Eugenia, as you're complaining about Lilia, is going to use her magic to seek knowledge and throw the bones, attempting to get a sense of she knows that she knows that Lilia could actually solve this problem with something that she already has. Like, Eugenia is like, there is something here that will fix this problem. I do not know what it is. So Eugenia is going to do her magic to seek knowledge without having to talk to you because Gigi's screaming at you from another car. And I will find the aloe.
We're in town though, right?
Oh, are we in town?
I think we left her behind.
Oh, well, I will conjure the aloe. Or
Right.
I will dream up the aloe with my...
I think I have a little brooch that Lilia gave me that I kind of wear. And I like look down at it halfway through my rant and I start to take it off. And then it sparks in your mind that perhaps the brooch has aloe juice in it or
Nice.
some other medicinal property.
Yeah, it's like something, like all of the bones rearticulate themselves, literally pointing at your brooch. Because they're all like finger bone runes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
I'm glad I didn't have to murder this poor soul. I didn't think of another way out. I think this is weighing on Eugenia a little bit, though. The last couple of interactions we've had as a group have been frustrating to her, feeling the lack of support. And I think she no longer sees value in her friends. I'm gonna strike... Damn, good thing we're siblings and not friends.
I know it sounds horrible, but I think it's that thing of like, she's like, oh god, they denied me my wake. They haven't been, because she's having these false memories, right? So like, yeah. Yeah, I'll do magic about it.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my wisdom card for my angry rant.
That's so brutal. We've gotten all the huge
Christ.
problems. Oh my god.
Two? Oh, I tell ya, I'm really racking up a good blackjack hand here.
What folly is Lilia? Is Lilia just fully gone, not going to take anything either way, or is she?
Do I fall to another one here?
If you think there is narrative reason for that, yes. If not, you don't have to. Like, we're making this up with all of the beautiful instructions from M, but like, you know.
I think it makes sense for you not to know that this is even happening.
Yeah.
I think like neither of us told you.
Folly.
No, I think I fully I'm mourning a massive unknown that I did not get to know.
Yeah.
This is like the greatest loss of my young life.
Oh my god, I'm just picturing you going up to this chapel, not even realizing that it had been desecrated, and then trying to speak with this tortoise statue and it not speaking back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am just like, yeah, this is gonna be like the idea that got away.
But you know what I just realized? That's so funny because what would turn you into me is something that I asked you, and the answer was time and disappointment. And what have I given you? You know?
Oh God.
So that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
We've solved it. Kind of.
I'm putting it away.
Her eyes return to normal as we squeeze a brooch into them with magic.
Thanks, Lilia, for not being here, but for, I guess, helping a little bit out.
I think I like put my hand on your shoulder.
I put the empty brooch back on with a little note in my Trapper Keeper that says, get Lilia to replace this.
Trapper Keeper notes.
Okay, our new challenge. Oh my god!
Jesus!
Are you serious?
We're gonna end the world.
Ruler of coins. I assume that's king.
King, yeah.
This is me again. The kingdom's leaders have redoubled this year's taxes, and our coven must pay as dearly as the rest of the populace. How will we fend off the tax collectors And is there any way we can help our fellow subjects? If we solve this challenge with wisdom, we may lessen the kingdom's poverty or add a resource to the sanctuary.
What's our kingdom's poverty at right now?
0.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Or 1, I think, maybe. 0.
God. Not the tax
Okay.
collectors.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm using magic for this one. Because here's the thing. We're entering our best champions in Eurovision. And I'm going to luck them into the best performance of their lives.
This is incredible.
And because of that, we're going to win the prize money from Eurovision Illyrics, excuse me. And we're going to be able to give everyone a free tax payment this year, at least.
Wow.
And perhaps with the millions of dollars that we'll win from, Illyrics is a really wealthy nation. And like the Olympics, even though we are in a period of war and strife, we are also in a period of still having great song contests and finding unity and community within the nations. And because Illyrics is so wealthy, they really do put up a hefty prize for that. So that'll cover at least this year's taxes, maybe a few. I mean, who knows?
Doing a talent show as a way to resolve years of tax problems is stupid. Eugenia just chides Gigi and takes a folly and does nothing to help.
What's a little fucking party?
She's still very sore about her party, but I think she reads the bones and is looking at it, looks up at you and is like, this is not going to solve the problem of poverty, and chides your foolishness.
I think my strike to do this is deep down I will listen to reason.
Oh no!
Because now I'm really striking crazy right now.
It's just the chaotic energy.
Woo!
Oh no.
I think I may also fall to a folly here because you are so set on making this happen, and if I'm going with my logic brain, I don't know if this is gonna work.
You're welcome to feel that way,
So I am just going to I'm just gonna say, what if instead I just sit outside and every tax collector who comes by, I just help everyone out with their taxes, and I can refinance some of my
Don't cure the
plans.
symptoms, Lilia. Cure the disease.
Exactly. Cure the disease, not the symptoms.
Get rid of the tax requirement altogether.
Yeah, you're solving this problem by paying for 2 years of taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
How is that any different? You're both
Then
fools.
Lilia paying for one person's worth of taxes?
No, I would pay for it this year, but in the process of doing so, they would work with me and learn how to do it themselves in the future. So really, I'm paying it forward here.
But they still need to pay the money.
Just a humble
but
offer.
so what
I'll
about
pay
this?
it for now, and then in the future they'll use.
We can't pay for everyone's taxes.
No, we don't have money for
We
that.
can't even afford taxes.
You know who does? Eurovision. Illyrics. Illyrics Vision.
Illyrics Vision.
Illyrics Vision Song Contest has hella money to pay everybody's taxes. Will it make Illyrics a little bit pissed at us for paying our taxes with
It's not going to help the war.
I don't care. we're gonna get everybody out of taxes. Call it a stimmy. I mean, call it Joseph Stimmy.
Oh no, Peter and his fiance are going to be the performers, aren't they?
Yes, they're going to sing a love duet. It's called With No Regret, I Love You.
Yeah, the other folly that's happening here is withholding the information that they fucking don't like each other.
Would you like to pick your wisdom card?
Yeah, my folly here was my humble offer was rejected.
It's brutal that you didn't even tell us what the folly was and we just smashed it down.
You got a big
Finally.
All right, and here's Claire's.
A not a biggie, a dinghy, if you will.
A ding.
A dinghy.
You know, if I have to be the one who memes my use of magic every time, I absolutely will.
I mean, someone should. We gotta do this again with the urban fantasy setting where it's just fully us.
Yeah. Well, you know, we said we'd like to set it in the original fantasy, but I find myself unable to function. So
It's just gotta be anachronistic as possible.
Eurovision could have happened in Medivia.
Medivia.
It's just a talent show.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's our next challenge? We win a lyrics vision and
Absolutely.
and
we
stave
absolutely,
off taxes for a year.
for at least 2. At least 2. And it also gives people time to organize and strike.
I think what this really
Love
means,
union.
though, is that, like, we just end up with higher taxes next year because they want people to pay.
No, because that's not ethical.
Not ethical, but is it?
Eugenia's like, there are 30 futures that indicate this is a possibility, but
Okay,
there's 2
well,
that
here's our
don't.
challenge. 4 of
Oh,
1.
hey.
Oh wow! Wow, interesting.
4.
A 4. Interesting.
Segsy.
Hey.
A.
The star.
You just missed Eurovision.
Lol.
Who is the star?
The star is me.
This is you.
Whenever I attempt to eat anything lately, I am violently assaulted by my underworld menace, Mink Coat, which vanishes directly after spoiling the meal. Worsen the underworld's claim over me, and I'll discard a wisdom card. I'm getting weaker with every missed meal, and the menace is getting stronger. How can we keep me from starving? This is only a 4?
I'm solving this with wisdom.
Yeah.
I can just solve. I'll just solve this unless somebody else wants to solve
Okay,
this.
you wanna
But I'm
just
happy to just solve it.
You're a conqueror, which is exactly 12.
Yeah.
Great.
I think Eugenia takes a moment, pulls Lilia aside as Gigi, like, how do you think this manifests in Gigi? How are these meals getting spoiled?
No, they're not getting spoiled per se. The minks are just eating them first. So I can't eat anything. Because the minks are too hungry.
These, like, magic furs.
I know, I'm pissed. I set out an enormous, delicious prime rib for myself, and the mink crawls onto the plate and cannibalizes it. Like, absolutely disrespectful.
I think Eugenia quite literally just begins to lock your furs up.
That's hot.
That's a good idea.
Probably smart.
She does not ask. She just kind of does it. But yeah.
I think also every time you lock them up, like I have like a nice meal and then you see me wearing them again.
Yeah, it's this thing of like we've solved the problem, but now we have a new system in place that is like before every meal one of us has to do this.
Yeah. What do I do with your wisdom card that you've spent?
I think it can go back in the box. Cuz it's done, I believe.
Thank you for being wise.
Oh, no, I lied. Put discarded wisdom cards in the center of the play space. They don't go back in the box just yet.
Okay. But we have solved this problem. Do Lilia and I take follies? Or does it just solve?
However you do it, however you engage with the problem is kind of up to you all. If you take follies as this is happening.
And can I retake a folly I took before if it wasn't the most recent one I
Absolutely.
did? Okay. Then I think I am going to take a folly in that I definitely am underestimating the problem. I'm thinking it's just about my meals. And obviously it's more sinister than that. And it's an underworld situation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to draw my wisdom for that.
Cool.
Oh, okay. 8. That's better than 2.
I think in this one, I'm really attempting to also physically remove the problem before meals, and I think I end up imperiled again.
You end up fighting the minx.
Yeah, I'm like, I can really help with this.
Got it.
No, I can. You've been doing this for the past like 3 nights in a row. It's my turn now.
I do think there's like a weird, like, sort of harried moment of like Eugenia trying to like tidy the minx as Lilia is like fighting with them, and Eugenia's trying to like get everything neat. And it's this moment of like, she does care about her sister, but also does she just care more about the fact that this is too chaotic? You know? Who knows?
Honestly, true. I love being the chaos agent.
It's very fun.
Love being the chaos agent.
I can only play the straight man, apparently.
All right. Next challenge.
How's that deck looking?
Oh my god.
All right.
I think there's about 20 cards left.
Does it end when we go through all of them?
Then we do the major fates.
Then we find out about our fate. Yeah.
5 of Wands.
Okay.
It's a pretty star.
Who's the moon?
Kate, no, you.
These have been
Have you read a single one yet?
No.
Oh no. The kingdom's citizens have been treating me with even more fear and suspicion than normal.
Because they think you're supposed to be dead.
What?
And even my laughter as this woman is unhinged. I'm bringing in unhinged energy. And even the sanctuary's mortal friends react the same way. I must discard a wisdom card or else strike a source. It turns out they're seeing me as a manifestation of the underworld's menace against me, although nothing looks different to any of us. How can we break this illusion?
They think you died and are a doppelganger.
Yeah, they totally are. They think I'm a doppelganger. I am going to strike. I'm going to strike value in the company of others. I've now only see value in myself, which is terrifying.
Oh, God.
Well, actually, I mean, it feels like that or lively are the two things to strike here because of the obvious,
lively might be a good
being
one.
dead, right? Because I think she does still see value in the coven. Like, I don't think she's like so far gone from that.
Not value in her friends, but
yeah, she sees value. Yeah,
in power.
Co-power. And honestly, I think after helping Gigi start eating again, I think that's like keeping her tied to this group of like, oh right, there is value in being around other people. We help each other. Okay, I'm gonna strike lively.
Okay.
I am now only tidy.
Oh, God.
On the surface, I'm tidy. Now we have to solve this problem.
What was this? 5 of Wands.
I can't believe they think I'm a doppelganger.
5 of Wands. How can we break the illusion of them thinking? We could throw a parade.
A parade.
Yeah.
And
Like a parade through the town where she just states facts about her life.
But will she state facts or will she state some of the things?
Oh, true. Will she say that I
she's
have
been
a
stating?
illustrious relationship with my vegan ex?
Yeah.
True.
Okay,
maybe not a parade.
Maybe okay. There must be something that the underworld doesn't know that we know, right? There must be a way to prove scientifically that something is a doppelganger versus
Are you saying we should dissect her on stage or something?
I was not gonna go that
sort of like Houdini situation
that far. I was gonna say, like, I don't know, like, will she like melt if you throw water on her or something, you know, like.
Yeah, what are characteristics of doppelgangers that we know about? Do we know any?
They are mandatorily wearing the same clothes as our people.
So we could have her do a fashion show where she models a bunch of different outfits.
Yeah, it's match your mortal walkers
clothes. And then because she's not dead, she can change clothes, but a doppelganger couldn't.
There's also forbidden speech.
I think I personally would like to perhaps logic my way
into this one. Logic away. And logic's not my strong suit.
I want to talk about buoyancy. I know this might harken back to some disturbing images of our Salem ancestors.
Our Salem post-cestors.
Yeah, but I don't know that a doppelganger would sink in water. Am I wrong about that?
Would a witch sink in water?
I don't know. Well, we're physical beings, aren't we?
Don't we float?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm trying to use my logic here.
Okay. Have you ever been swimming?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it in in one of. I'm sure there's some kind of shallow pool and one.
There's a river for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, I want to try and float in the river.
You absolutely float.
I float?
Yeah.
I float? Okay. Yeah. So, good news, I floated.
I'm trying everything in my body to not just depart on mysterious business, but I think she might just leave.
Okay, well, I'm still trying to puzzle out what's going on here.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I hate this as like the impulse.
Okay, so
I might have failed this.
It might just be failed to act until it's too late. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing. We could solve it with wisdom and go and give an impassioned, wise speech to the townsfolk. We still have local goodwill, so they're likely to at least respect our information.
Yeah, and we still have our well-stocked library, so I'm sure I could do enough research.
We can tell Peter to tell everyone that I'm real. I am real. For now.
That is true. Should we have Peter do it? Can we do that?
Well, if we solve it with solving it with wisdom, I would just narratively add that as.
Okay. How much wisdom do you have? Can we get to 15 exactly?
How much is a sovereign worth?
13. I can give you my 2.
I can give something if we need. I don't know how wise Eugenia is actually being in this moment, but.
Here, hang on. Sorry, I'm bad at doing this fast math.
I have a 2 that I can add to your sovereign if you want.
Okay. All right.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Solve it with
We're
Wizzy?
putting our heads together.
Solve a Wizzy. We're putting our heads together.
Amazing.
Putting these wisdom cards underneath the challenge.
I spend so much time in the library. I write this whole paper.
I don't spend that much time in the library. Instead, I write the speech that you deliver, probably, or
That's
I
smart.
deliver. One of us.
Yeah,
we co-deliver.
I get help with one of my dear prestigious university friends.
Yes, absolutely. Are you taking a
George.
folly, Eugenia?
Yeah, I think she left. I really think like her impulse as everyone was arguing about this was like, well, they think I'm dead. I'm going to die.
Okay, later on.
Like,
just kidding. Come back.
Because it's either that or fail to act until it's too late, but I don't think there's like a too late to this
Not
yet.
too late.
Yeah, so I feel like she rolls the bones and departs once again on mysterious business.
You get 2 cards, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, so I've pulled for you the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords.
Oh,
Those are good.
we're getting into it now. Okay.
Oh my God, the old soul has so much wisdom.
That makes sense.
I don't. I just use.
I
my
don't
one
have
chunk
jack
of it.
shit. I got all 2s.
Oh no.
All right.
We've solved the 5 of
We've
Wands.
solved this star problem. Thank God they don't think you're an illusion anymore. Oh, you're not even here for me to tell you that. Thank God they don't think she's an illusion anymore. I think our speech went over well.
I think so too.
Turns out our next challenge is the fucking God.
Jesus. The ruler of swords.
Holy moly.
The fool.
Is that
The fool.
king?
King.
Okay.
If
God.
the kingdom is
Oh
not at
no.
war, it is preparing for war. And if the kingdom is at war, then it's going badly. In either case, we have been summoned by one of its leaders, the old soul will tell us which, to help contribute to a special project of war. The wild soul will tell us what makes it so dangerous. If we solve this challenge with wisdom, we may prevent or end the war and either lessen the kingdom's ignorance by one or add a new friend to the sanctuary.
So we need to have 39 to solve it with wisdom.
Yeah, should we count the old soul's wisdom real quick?
I don't know if this is the right thing to solve. Do we care?
I only have 17.
I have 14, 20, I have 28.
Oh my god.
Well, you just spent your biggie though, so.
I have 39, but
it might not make sense to.
Yeah.
Okay, so which leader?
Lieutenant Darius Downing summons us, right? He's heard about us from Peter.
Is he
The ruler?
Our kingdom. Okay, I got it. Got it.
Yes, by our kingdom.
We've been summoned by Lieutenant Darius Downing
Okay.
to help contribute to a special project. Wild Spirit, what's the project?
And why is it so dangerous?
The project is dangerous because it requires us to assume false identities, which, given the state of hell, is particularly fraught. So we can decide if we would like to do that to end the war. Basically, it's a covert operation, Operation Eggshell. And we've been summoned to basically go do a thing that requires us to pretend to be other people. And I just realized I'm sitting on my little things backwards, so no wonder it's not very comfortable. That's a lot better already. Okay, Siri, can you fucking shut up?
Okay. Okay, she says. Oh, good. Ronan, thank you so much for the gift subs.
Holy shit.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy Spider-Man, Superman. I know superhero movies. Amazing. Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
Thank you. What delightful. Also, what delightful folks just received those. Incredible.
Isaiah and Carl got them.
Incredible. Okay, we're at war. We've been invited to become covert ops.
You know, I gotta say, I love a challenge. Does this one seem like it will get us murdered? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't. Oh.
Trying to think. So my magic can pacify others. So what if when I'm in disguise, I'm needed to like meet with someone like decently important in the ranks of the other? Like I just need to get in the same room as like someone important for the other side so I can cast like a calming spell on him so he'll be less intense with his next troop deployment so we can really pounce.
Here's the other question that I have is ending the war that our kingdom is in seems like it might be beneficial, but I don't know what the mechanics of that are.
I think it's beneficial just in that we aren't fighting a war on multiple fronts, but I think also the question is like, does this coven of witches care if the kingdom is at war? Like, I think there are certain versions of us that, you know what I mean? Like, we just have to decide if we're the group of people that does care about that or not, because it's possible that we do, right? Like, if V was involved and was dealing with refugee status, we dealt with a refugee previously, maybe we do care. But also maybe we don't, you know? Like, I don't know.
Okay. I like the pacify option.
I'm personally a little invested because it was a little gruesome.
I don't think we need to call in 39 points to end the war. I think we can pacify the situation and
cool. So we'll solve the problem we're solving the problem with magic.
I'm gonna calm them down. I am.
I think Eugenia has already done this in the way that Claire has talked about this. I'm going to exclaim neutrality in the matter and be like, I already messed up with the ghost boy. And back off and take a volley.
I think... Are you here?
Oh, I'm gone. I've already backed off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're gone.
I keep forgetting when one of us leaves.
Well, I only ask because I think I might act impulsively.
No.
I think one of my follies, the bottom folly, is to act impulsively and get badly hurt. So I think I run in according to plan.
Oh my god.
Get captured, and then your pacifying magic is to help get me out. But I think I've been kind of like beaten up.
Oh, that's so good.
A little bit.
Oh, that's so good.
I think I was like, fucking hell yeah, covert operation. Like,
that's very good.
Got my shit fucked.
Oh, and I didn't tell you that the newest version of my plan was to sneak into the mess hall in a chef's uniform and sprinkle some garnishes on top of that night's meal.
No, I miss this ensorcelled bird.
Because I don't have any to send.
Oh yeah, because I did shoot them all. Whoops.
I withhold my ensorcelled birds. That's my folly. Withhold vital information. All my ghost birds and my real birds are with me, so you can't communicate with one another.
Yeah, my toad has been depressed ever since that tortoise statue was
First your toad got burned up, then it got fucking wrecked.
His life is really hard, okay? It makes me really upset. So I just wanted to, make this a better nation for him to live in, okay?
And it works!
It does work. I get to sprinkle my little soothing blend of herbs and spices onto that night's beef ragu, and it just looks like it blends right in with a little parsley, and it just a wave of tranquility takes over whoever eats a certain portion of it, which I have meticulously doled out. Uh, Luckily, I'm so small that when I put on a chef's hat, it kind of made me look taller. So, there's a distinctive feature that's wiped away. I could be anyone. I could just be a chef. Who? What?
Who?
They outsource their catering on Saturday nights. I was just a catering company boy. Yeah, so I think it makes everyone real zen. It really makes them reevaluate their perspective. And do they really need to come in so hot?
They all start singing songs from Woodstock.
Yeah.
No.
They're like, fuck, man, what's the point of war?
War, what is it good for?
What is it good for? Seriously.
I think I'm concussed.
Oh no.
So you pacify this battle, and then after a certain amount of time, it wears off because we didn't solve the war, but we did fix the problem the lieutenant gave us.
Yeah.
It's going less poorly now because we had a chance to make up some lost mileage, perhaps.
Oh my god, maybe you got a key general of theirs with your pacification magic, and they just resigned.
Yes.
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 And then they lost a brilliant militaristic mind to the sake of peace.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
Sucks to care about other people and the value of human life.
I'm gonna draw my 2 wisdom cards.
Amazing.
For being absent next round. Great. A 5 and an ace.
Oof.
Oh no.
Killing it.
I'm gonna take a folly for withholding my birds.
Oh.
9.
Nice.
I think I am no
Did
longer...
you use withholding last time?
No. What was the last one we did?
No, you used physically gone last time.
Oh
right?
yeah, because I'm
What?
physically gone now.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm gonna strike here is innocent.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
impersonated someone without remorse, without a second thought. I have witnessed a war scene. Yes, the kitchen of the mess hall of the base camp. Yeah, not, war, but hey, that, if there's anything that'll take away your innocence real quick, it's a war, am I right?
And you definitely saw Gigi get, even if you didn't see the violent incident happen, you saw her right afterwards.
Yeah. So I did see what a battlefield can do, and I'm frankly disturbed and appalled that.
Can we say I rode in really hot on a horse though?
Yeah, I was awestruck by the horse, but I'm feeling a little disheartened by what the human race
They
can do.
clotheslined me on a horse.
Oh my god. Oh.
I ran into they set up a pole and clotheslined me.
Oh.
Yeah, that would get rid of a girl's innocence. Am I right?
God.
Terrible.
Anyway,
Do that to a beautiful horse or a beautiful witch.
Well, we solved it. Oh,
hey,
Jesus.
I'm concussed as fuck. I get helped back to my bed quarters.
We're all back.
No, I'm asleep. I'm out.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm outie. But here's
We're all in the cabin, but
as I lay down for sleep, I say, focus on the 6 of coins or something. Or the kicks of soins.
Kicks of soin.
are you the sun?
I think
No,
that's
you are.
me.
Okay.
No, Katie is.
Am I?
Yeah.
All right. A mountebank of a magician is traveling the kingdom,
Oh no.
giving away dangerously faulty charms and spending cursed gold like water. The holder of the star will tell us the magician's name, and the holder of
no.
the will tell us how their philosophy of magic is dangerous. Not only is the charlatan taking our business, but they're undermining what little trust the populace has in magic. Shall we put a stop to this? And how?
From my sleep-addled haze, I wake up and go, the magician's name is Greymane.
Oh, God.
And then I go,
Oh no.
you supposed to let me sleep with a concussion? Oh, well.
Oh no! We sit you up. Oh god. Greymane. Greymane?
Greymane. Greymane.
Oh, okay.
Jackson, Maine.
Greymane. Greymane's philosophy of magic is dangerous because it is not meant to seek knowledge, but distort it.
Oh, fuck this guy. I hate him.
And so, like, right, like faulty charms, cursed gold, they're wandering around doing things that are deliberately deceitful. Greymane might even be a doppelganger. We don't know. All right, Lilia.
Oh, God. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't
Charlatan.
Yeah, this charlatan, does he think that magic is a game? You can't just pick this up.
He is successful, but he treats everyone like they're expendable.
Yeah. And like they have the brain of a rock. No offense to those rocks out there, but
Well, those rocks have spirits attached to them.
that's true. That's true.
Uh,
All right. So Greymane. Greymane.
I
you
think
think-
Eugenia heard a rumor about him, like, from Peter,
Oh, yeah.
who got deceived fully, for sure.
Oh.
I'm picturing
okay.
Now You See Me Too
Mm.
and the magicians from that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Greymane kind of gives me, what's his name? Jesse Eisenberg vibes. Is that the guy who's in Now You See Me Too?
Yeah, and Dave Franco.
Yeah. Add that one to your randomizer. It's really good.
What number is this? 6?
Yeah.
How can we get them to stop buying into this? He seems to have some kind of charm over them that I don't get.
Is 6 times 3 18?
Yeah.
We have to discredit him.
Yes.
We have to destroy him.
Destroy him.
That's a mean move, isn't it?
I mean, we destroy him socially, not destroy him physically. I mean, discredit him. We go with me on this.
Okay.
Not a ceremony, not a tradition. We host a soiree. We reestablish ourselves as the central source for magical needs. And in the meantime, you know, a few spells here, a few carefully worded things there, and we've discredited him. He'll put his foot in it. Peter will come to the party. We could even, you know, we'll have a nice showing Eugenia will solve this with wisdom.
Ooh. Ooh, Spice-a-roni.
This is the wisdom. Take my 10 and my 8.
10 and 8.
And I'm going to solve this with wisdom. She is going to host a soiree. This is, of course, primarily out of her benign fixation for getting more gossip and hosting parties, but also, you know, she cleans the place. She still values the company of others. She's gonna have herself a party to reestablish ourselves as the primary magic users in the area. As the only trustworthy magic users in the area.
That makes a lot of sense. And unfortunately, I think I lean a little too hard into establishing trustworthiness. I heard that phrase and I kind of zoned out after that. And I prepare for this event like no other one. And I think I fall prey to the same folly that hit me with Mr. Ghost Refugee all the way back in the beginning. And I think I give away too many of my secrets. That the magician would avoid doing with all their might. And oh my god, I pick up a whole ace. Wisdom card.
Well,
No, an ace isn't bad because it means you can get to the exact number better instead of needing to overspend.
it also sort of in my head, like, correlates to maybe you didn't give away that many secrets. Like, maybe you just said too much a couple of times and you learned from it, but it wasn't like a disastrous overstep.
Yeah. I violated the General Magician's pact, not the Coven Sacred pact.
Yeah, like, honestly, maybe you just told them that you grow the aloe or something, you know? Like, maybe it's not, like, a deep magical secret, but actually something that costs us money because people won't buy it from us if they know they don't have to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to wake up out of my concussion coma at the very end of this entire planning season. And I'm going to do my classic saunter to the top of the stairs and give my little death glare down to the bottom floor with my absolute vitriol. I'm going to escalate the hostility between the Coven and Greymane himself.
Oh, God.
So maybe we've again won the battle, but not the war.
Yeah, the town stops buying things from him, but he may still be lurking. Who's to say?
He's got a target trained on our house now, so.
Yikes. Yikes.
And that's a folly of mine. Oh!
Hey!
That's great because that means it doesn't show up as a
Jesus, yeah, we've really been fighting a lot of the big, heavy-hitting challenges.
Big boys.
I think that is interesting because it does feel like that means we are well known as powerful magic users, you know? Like, I feel like it means we do have some respect.
I was tempted to just murder him, but I won't. I wither his fingertips a little. It'll make it harder for him to count cards.
You're in a rather frail state to be murdering anyone.
I could if I wanted to.
Let's not find out.
All right. Well, we need to focus a little bit on Two of Cups.
Oh, just a little problem, hopefully.
A little cups, though. I don't think we've had a cups.
Oh, this is like the specific things. The star.
That's me. The two of you are bickering, as you often do, and you've called upon me to mediate. Whoever holds the sun, that's me. Yes, will tell us what sparked the fighting, and whoever holds the moon will tell us how it's actually about a pattern of behavior. If I find that one of you is correct, the winner draws a wisdom card. If I can figure out the real reason for this fight, I'll draw a wisdom card. If either of you storms out of the conversation, you can draw a wisdom card, and we fail the challenge.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over what just happened here. We had a soiree last night in order to discredit Greymane. In doing so, I perhaps have caused a little bit of an issue in that, again, you have accused me of giving all of our power away and trying to make everyone in this kingdom a magic practitioner. You think I'm violating the bonds.
This is a pattern of behavior. Every time a new man comes around, you find a way to start telling everybody everything about what it is we do. That young that young refugee showed up. You found a way to tell him about what it is we do and the intricate details. We have a party. You find a way to start telling the people the intricate details of the methodologies. There are so many different ways to go from zero to magic, but spelling it out for people just means that they'll find easier ways in to attack us.
It's not about giving away all of our little secrets. I actually find it helpful when I know what is going on around me, and I'm providing people with the basic fundamental understanding of concepts they can take and apply to their everyday lives. They will never have the essence.
When you open the minds of people to the simple things in life that they may not be meant to understand, these people are simple. You open their minds to these things, and then you open the future to even more infinite pools that I have to navigate.
Okay. I'm sensing a little bit of a slippery slope discourse here. And I think we just want to steer a little bit clear of that. Basically, my understanding, Lilia, you like to divulge. You like to be truthful and forthcoming.
Yeah.
Eugenia, you like to withhold. I can't count on one hand the number of things you've really not told us, or perhaps like held your birds at your side.
The future is complicated.
Boy, do I know that. So is the past.
So is magic.
But I think we can figure out the strengths and values in each of our approaches to information and perhaps find a common ground. Thoughts? Maybe the common ground is just that we both have opinions.
The common ground here is these people can know all they need to know about everything I'm growing in that room, but unless the plants can talk back to them the way they do to me, they're not going to be able to really steal our thunder here.
That is also a good point Lilia makes here, is do we think that there is an innate quality in each of us that allows us to access those magical reserves? Or do we think that any old Joe on the street could pick up, a tome of secrets and take our place?
Opening the minds of the townspeople to either of those possibilities could potentially lead to us being killed either way.
Couldn't anything lead to us being killed?
Yeah, I can't.
Everything leads to us being killed. I am supposed to be dead already. That being said, I would prefer that you all don't die. And the more you tell people about this, the more they think about all of the things that are strange about the women who live on the side of the mountain. And the more they think about the things that are strange about the women who live on the side of the mountain, the more likely it is that more and more futures open up that involve people coming here and asking too many questions about either how they can do it or why only we can.
They're just going to think I'm a really skilled horticulturalist. I think. They're going to think that's an eccentric young woman who dabbles in botany at the prestigious university. And that's, honestly, if you don't see that, I don't know how we can continue to.
Here's the other thing. You brought up, Eugenia, you brought up patterns of behavior. I'm seeing patterns of behavior pretty much from all sides here. You included, all of us included. For example, me being the riding the wave. And
You mean shooting birds?
I meant riding the wave of your own discourse, but you know,
Thought you
really,
meant the wave of
all we
fun.
can do is respond to the present. And I know that goes against your finger bone forward thinking, but also anything you do in the present changes what that outcome's going to be, right? So
Yeah, I actually don't disagree with you about present tense response. I consult the future to do
figure
just
out
that.
the present. Yeah, so I think if we get to this thing of, oh well, we'll get all the way down the road and then this will happen and it'll snowball and whatever, that just holds us back from being able to address appropriately the situation in the moment. Now, the situation is that Lilia got really excited about her plants and started talking about them. That's what I'm getting here. Does that seem accurate?
They're just also.
But when you say it like that, it sounds less bad.
So, Lilia, can we say you'll be a little bit more discerning about who you may express specifics to?
I won't do any more open demonstrations unless there's a really crucial need.
Love a caveat.
Okay.
Love a caveat.
I will be selective with my lectures.
And also, perhaps, if you wanted to maybe do a little consultation, that would maybe be welcome. If you wanted to say, hey, sis, coven mate, Greymane here wants to learn a little bit more about my aloe. And then we can say, whoop, maybe run that one back. You know, just thinking about it. Just thinking about it.
And you can always talk to us about the plants.
I'd love to hear about the plants personally. Can you run me through them?
Yeah, I'll do you want to hear them alphabetically or in the order that I that
Alphabetically by
ready
Latin
to-
name would be great.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I have a friend at the prestigious university who is taking intro Latin. This one is Armando.
Armando Bellini. Oh, nice.
That's a hybrid. I bred it myself.
I don't know who won this card.
I think while I don't know that we got to like necessarily the root of the problem, I do think that Gigi gets the card here for whether like I actually don't know that it's for the specific reason that this says, but I think it's because she showed like marked wisdom in diffusing a situation. You know what I mean?
I feel like this is such a you want to talk about patterns behavior, like when Gigi's like, oh yeah, I ride the wave. Like you two fight all the fucking time.
Yeah. But also
like,
it's like always, they're always small fights. I feel like they're always little things that come from a place of like love, right?
Yeah.
Like
it's
Eugenia
like,
wants to protect everyone and cares and loves them, and like Lilia loving her plants and just wanting to talk about them. And then like when Gigi and Eugenia fight, it's like explosive.
Yeah. I think also being a hothead makes Gigi a better mediator. Because she can see why each side is mad.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's very good.
You can empathize with each side.
That's very good.
Like, yeah, I'm pissed on your behalf and I'm pissed on your behalf.
Yeah, I think you absolutely get the card there. I was very tempted. Oh, good.
Storm out.
Yeah. The moment where it was like really the pivot point was you being like, she just likes her plants. I'm like, oh shit. Like, because then you look at her and then it's like, I think she looks at her and she does see this like young person who is relatively new to magic, right? And like being like, oh, I used to be harmless and lively. I'm not anymore, but like, you know, that like, Hit us with another one. I like the cups ones. That's neat.
Well, this one might be less neat. That's ruler of cups.
Oh, we gonna get in it. The star reads.
Is that me again?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh no.
A letter has arrived addressed to the esteemed leader of our coven. On the count of 3, we'll point to who we think, we'll say out loud who we think the leader of our coven is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Eugenia. You didn't say one. Who would you have said?
I was gonna say me, but I was in my brain. I was debating to say Gigi, but yeah, I was gonna say Eugenia.
If it's unanimous or we each got 1 vote, we'll all draw wisdom cards and the challenge is solved. But if anyone got 2 votes, the dissenting coven mate explains themselves and we fail the challenge.
I think we passed.
I think we
passed. I think the sheer nature of Gigi knowing that Eugenia is the leader.
Yeah.
All right, wisdom card.
I think, because I also think Eugenia would have said herself, but the pause, the only pause, oh boy, the only pause there was trying to avoid a fight.
Yeah. Here's yours. 7 of Cups.
Ooh. It's literally just the lieutenant running down what happened at the fight. Like Lieutenant Darius recapping the pacification and stepping down of the general. And I just read it and I'm like, I don't actually. Amazing.
Oh. Okay. Next. Oh, we solved this challenge. We're close to the end now.
Oh my god, we're trucking.
Ooh. The next one.
I'm nervous. Oh no.
The ruler of wands.
Oh my god, I feel like we've had every ruler so
we literally
far.
have.
The fool. Oh no.
Oh, wait. Sorry, hang on.
The wands are the underworld ones.
97.
97. All right. This is the King of Wands.
King of wands.
Oh god. The ruler of the underworld has sent for me with a promise of protection. But for me only, the wild soul will tell me what the ruler wants with me. The old soul will warn me of what dangers lie in wait, despite the promise of protection. If we solve this challenge with wisdom, I may recover a stricken source, but not a blackened one.
Now, the ruler of the underworld is Byzantine.
Byzantine.
Lord of the Faith.
Yeah.
All right.
Who has really has been trying to con me here.
To con you yourself or to con you via us?
I think this is a con.
Oh, you think this is a con?
No.
Oh, the wild spirit says what Byzantine wants with...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Gotcha.
I
was like, I think you have to say more than just the name. All of a sudden I was like, wait, we know his name. Their name.
No, I was just trying to remember what the name was. Is there any other trait that we gave to them?
We said, so Byzantine Lord of the Faith, the underworld laws that govern it are the clothing matching the clothing of your mortals, forbidden speech, and honesty and deception as it is as it seems. It is as it seems. The underworld's denizens are shades of the dead, trickster fae, and envious doppelgangers.
Okay. I think the ruler of the underworld has offered you an elaborate labyrinthine greenhouse downstairs in the underworld. By downstairs, I mean.
However, oh, go ahead.
And in said greenhouse, you will be invulnerable to doppelganger. That's what they say. you'll be invulnerable to doppelganger imitation.
But of course, you being invulnerable to doppelganger imitation means nothing if you're stuck in the underworld. You won't be the mortal walker anymore. Your doppelganger will become the mortal walker. They will emerge from the waterfall and attempt to join the coven. Will be left to pick up the pieces. The dangers that await you are the dangers that await you in the underworld, sure, but most importantly, the danger that you leave in your wake.
They would take my spot here.
It's possible. The promise of protection is for you, not for us.
No.
So the protection is from you being imitated by doppelgangers, but
removed and then replaced.
But you would be kind of like at the point when you would be in the underworld anyway. You wouldn't be imitable by doppelgangers anyway. But it sounds alluring, I think.
Yeah, Byzantine is lying to you. Eugenia is proposing the lie, or the way that she would spin it. And her concerns. Also, like, I think you can tell, she also, like, would miss you. I don't think she's gonna say that, but I think there is that underlying sense of, like, also don't go. Why do you want to leave us for this greenhouse?
I think I have a true magic idea for this.
Whoa.
I think I cordon off a chunk of the forest. And I make so cool. An even better. I use my inspiring awe magic to make an even better greenhouse nature conservancy for you that would rival even the most elaborate choice of the underworld. And I think to do that, I'm gonna blacken I'm gonna strike invincible, because I think at this point my bonds make me vulnerable.
Oh, that's so good though.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah. That's perfect.
I think the luck element comes into it in that, like, the weather there is always perfect, and like the like so the rainfall is exactly timed so that it like happens as you're leaving, or like when you want it to happen, like all of that.
Oh my gosh.
I think somewhere in this moment of outlining the dangers of the situation and like revealing too much about Eugenia being nervous about losing the delicate balance of the three of us, I think she does say something kind of shitty to Lilia, of like, well, of course it's always you getting lured into these things.
Oh my god.
But like, but you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the folly. The folly is like chiding the foolishness of like, but obviously like, you can tell underneath that is like, don't. And then like that is so moving. Yeah.
I think ultimately, I think I'm quite swayed by your greenhouse, because like if it's there, it's a known quantity and the other one is not. And I think that is very important to me. However, that does not mean I don't feel like an absolute fool for almost getting got by Byzantine, and for having to reckon with the thought that this was a lot of work to put together, and also I am the one who's always trying to get lured away, and I feel kind of bad about that. So I think I'm gonna retire to the greenhouse for a couple days and really think about what has gone down, and I'm gonna be
Absento.
yeah.
All right, Claire, I will draw. Ooh, Seeker.
Ooh. Is that
11.
amazing? Thank
I
you.
got a 3 of wands and a 9 of coins. I'll take that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
All right.
And our next challenge. Oh, we solved this one. Bye, bestie. Our next challenge is the 10 of coins. That is a beautiful card. Oh my god.
Oh,
The Fool.
that's a me again. Okay, now
It's a
all
me
my ones
yet
are
again.
coming.
Oh no.
This is the 10 of coins. All right, here I go to the 10 of coins. Okay. We have been busy. And between our crafts, the sanctuary's finances have become quite complicated. No matter how prudent and diligent we are, we always seem to spend coin as fast as we can collect it. The fair is coming up and we deserve a break. I am, in particular, excited to go. But how will we afford to enjoy it with the cost of tickets, games, food, and trinkets? You guys know I want to go to this fair so bad, and I'm locked in the greenhouse.
I'm tempted to just wise our way out of this. It costs 30. And here's why I think we could wise our way out of it. Is that I think our tax funds that we had set aside that were insufficient potentially could be reallocated to this project of going to the fair. Just proposing it. Just a pitch.
Our tax funds.
Fuck taxes, go to the fair.
But the taxes are only gonna rise next year. We're gonna need that. Yeah.
No crush. We can definitely do something else, but I guess I did get us money before, so I could do it again.
I'm gonna.
We're gonna go to Eurovision too.
I think I would like to do some magic about this.
Hell yeah.
I think I would like to seek knowledge. I think Eugenia is feeling a little bad about insulting Lilia. And I am going to strike honorable and sneak us into the party. Sneak us into the carnival. After we've gone through all of this stuff about how it's important to be the respectable magicians in the town, I think Eugenia is like, we've been doing a lot of good recently. And seeks the knowledge of like the pathway in through like mysterious means of the wall, and like does the like the who's gonna drop a ticket on accident in the future reading, like way too detailed into like how exactly to sneak and pick things up that like are dropped or lost, or like who's gonna give away free games at what points in time, and like does deep future reading to go to this like carnival utilizing the gossip and all these other things. And I'm gonna strike honorable.
I'm going to, okay, so one of my sources for power is to fight for what is right. And one of my follies is to, I'm going to take it literally, be goaded into making the wrong move. So I'm going to take that literally as be convinced to do something that is not right, which is sneaking in. I'll chaos to the ends of time. But I also, if a rule is in place and I know that it would be cheating, I don't know that I would cheat. but I will be goaded into doing that.
Yeah, we gotta go. She's sad.
We Fine.
She's been sad. You don't have to. We don't have to. We won't be cheating. If we don't play. If we just have her play the games.
But we didn't buy the ticket. I said
we're
we
just
could buy
following the path. Which entry to land should be free.
Okay. Entry to land should be free. I'll say that next time you want people to chip in for a soiree.
They're welcome to come for free. They're so welcome to eat and drink for free. Is that so wrong? We've got taxes to pay. We've got taxes to pay.
Oh my god.
Pete likes to run the bar. He's often buying drinks for people. It's not always a cash bar.
A five. Did you take a?
Do I do anything if I'm absent for
You
this
can.
one?
It's up to you.
I think I'm just gonna be happy that there's some way. I think I was gone for all of this. I heard none of your solutions. I think the first I hear from you is like, hey, we're going to the fair.
Knocking on the greenhouse door.
Yeah.
On Lilia.
And I'm gonna forgive. And actually, I've, having spent 48 hours in here straight, I've really done some stuff with the place already.
Looks great.
Hey.
Amazing.
All right. So we've solved this. 10 of coins.
How's the deck looking?
Deck's looking thin.
Okay.
Den's deck is looking thin, and we've got the 5 of cups.
5 of cups?
5 of cups. This is another interpersonal challenge.
Oh.
Challenge.
High Priestess reads.
Oh. How to get over there, huh? 5, you say? Well. I've become withdrawn, and alarmingly, I've lost interest in my usual fixations. No more soirees. How do each of you check in on me? If you attempt to connect with me and draw me out of my rumination, you may draw a wisdom card, but if I reject you to continue my deep and somber vigil, I'll draw a wisdom card. Then, if I have no wisdom cards, we fail this challenge.
Oh, we draw a wisdom card from you?
No.
Oh, just from the deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically encouraging me to find ways to reject your reaching out. Right? If I have no wisdom cards, we failed this challenge. So if I reject you to continue my somber vigil, I'll draw a wisdom card.
So it doesn't count the ones you already have.
Correct. If your attempt to connect with me can draw me out of my rumination, you get a wisdom card. If I reject you to continue my deep and somber vigil, I draw a wisdom card. If I have none at the end, we failed the challenge.
Okay.
Eugenia it's been weeks. I think we fast forward a couple of weeks. There have been no parties. She is still not dead. And has been every once in a while still saying things that are false. I think she has realized a couple of times that they've been wrong and has stopped having gatherings for fear of embarrassing herself.
I'd like to personally work with our esteemed Peter Downing to plan a gala entitled Not Dead Yet, Dance on My Grave. And I'm not too much of a party planner. I focus more on the booze and the fireworks. But I do I get Peter to buy a lot of caskets that we have that they make a dance floor in the middle of the clearing in the wood. And we're going to literally dance on graves, on caskets. It's kind of in poor taste, but
How do you tell her about this?
Uh, I capture one of her ghost birds and tuck a ghost message. Well, not really a ghost message. I just wrote it on vellum. Um, into its
Damn, that's so funny.
but into its what's it called? Talon.
You do the little like tie to the.
And then I send Wink to follow the bird to make sure the message gets to you. But it's like it's a nicely calligraphied invitation that I cut a lot of magazine letters out of too and made a like ransom note sort of look. And then did nice calligraphy for time and date, but the rest of it was a ransom note.
Oh my god.
I kind of want to throw a not dead yet dance on my grave party now. What do we think?
Work?
Thoughts?
Claire thinks that's an incredible, if incredibly morbid, especially right now.
Oh yeah,
Vibe.
I think we have to wait a little bit,
but
or maybe morbid is a mood.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because so the things that I have left about me at the moment are, on the surface, I'm tidy. I see the value in myself and in the company of others. Deep down, I have hope for the future. It's like that's what's left. And so I feel like she either doesn't read it at all, and I think that's the only way she doesn't go. So I'm kind of curious to see what Lilia does as well. If that makes sense. Like, can we do both and then resolve them? Or do you think this is like one thing and then the next thing happens later?
I think that depends on what Lilia's doing. Like, if you think it's one thing and then it happens later.
I think I probably received an invite to this.
Yes. I gave you one,
Yeah.
and then I requested you help me make the rest.
Oh,
You cut the magazines up.
I did.
So funny.
I think while we were chopping the magazines up, I got to questioning you about, why isn't Eugenia like excited as usual for this one? I think I'm just like, what changed? Like,
I don't know. Maybe Greymane was too creepy.
that's creepy. He was fucking creepy. Stop. I think what I would do is I think I have developed a little seed mixture from some of my plants for the birds. And I brought one of my little bird feeders over up to your chambers. And I want to come in and explain that I think I figured out a way to feed this to someone's not familiar, but to any creature that's bonded to them, and it can show them a sort of like highlight reel of like past experiences, and if there's like a certain worry or fear on your mind, you can say it. You can bless the seeds with it before feeding them to the animal. And I want to remind you of like what a joy like socializing can be, and like gathering with friends and community members, even if you aren't dead, and you announce that you would be, like, it's all fine, because like, look, people do like that You know, people love these galas for what they are, and you also get good shit out of them. So like, come on. You've been missing out on the goss. Like, I'm reminding you of the hottest goss you've ever been told at these parties, like through the birds eating this delicious seed meal.
So I think we fail. I feel like you both get wisdom cards because of the combined efforts. Because, like, I guess my question is it a cop out if I say, like, I think she did reject Gigi's initial attempt, right? She didn't actually open the invitation. And then I think when Lilia comes in, then she's like, oh my god, no, actually, I've been staring at bones for too long.
I think we can fail.
That's fine.
But I think we fail. I think you both did a great thing for her, and I think we fail. Which means things get worse, right?
It worse.
I got a 2 of swords.
Oh boy! Oh
I
yeah, and the thing that the thing about wisdom too is like, we want to be a little bit discerning about when we use it because the big finale, like the third part, the actual finale of part 3, we can only solve things with wisdom.
Oh.
Ooh,
So that's
okay.
what we're like kind of building to. I don't want to like spoil too much of things because like they add another mechanic of ways we can solve things in the next part. But like,
Okay.
yeah. So we don't have to be. We can solve anything the way we want to solve them. But that's like sort of the interesting, because I was like, I feel like there's something about wisdom that I'm not remembering. But we solve another set of challenges.
Okay. I don't feel so bad that I'm hoarding it then.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to hoard it.
Okay.
We're changing, right? We change over time, and then, we have to figure it out.
So we fail this, but do I still put it in the away pile? I forgot.
You put it back in the deck.
In the deck.
In the box. In the box. And then we need to strike some stuff. Or adjust the underworld, or adjust the kingdom. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what are
so
the options?
describe how the kingdom's ignorance, poverty, or despair worsen, how we can tell, and update the kingdom page. Describe how one of the sanctuary's resources, friends, or wonders is lost, desecrated, or destroyed. Or worsen the underworld's claim over you on the underworld page. The other thing that I want to say too is as we change things about the kingdom, we add we add to the challenges. Like if the kingdom's ignorance gets worse, we add to swords challenges. Like we +1, +2 to like how difficult it is or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So we're still doing the challenge that's on the card because obviously that would skew things, but it is more difficult than the card is. I would like to add 1 to the kingdom's despair, and I would like to cross out a national joy. And let me describe to you how the beloved couple of Peter Downing and Mila Rue is ruined at this gala.
Oh my god.
At this dance on the grave?
At the Dance on the Grave gala.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna go full spice. I think Peter has been not dealing well with our very good friend Greymane.
Sorry, Lori's going off outside.
Oh god.
Wait,
I think Peter gets caught hooking up with Greymane at the gala. So like the beloved celebrity couple is no more.
Oh my god, fuck Greymane.
Well, and that's what I'm like, not that I don't want to like add, I don't want to pick for other people, but we have to strike a couple things here.
No, that's great because here's the thing. Greymane is an NPC I made in an old D&D campaign who had this heinous laugh.
Yeah.
And for anybody watching, the laugh went like, and it was awful. Anyway,
It was awful, but Peter is into it.
Peter finds it hot, probably. Um, something. Okay, so the other options are
Striking something in the sanctuary. So we could strike Peter as a friend of the sanctuary if we think this is a betrayal. We
because
also
Greymane is a sworn enemy.
yeah. I didn't want to
I
like
think that makes
mandate
sense.
it, but it feels kind of natural.
I think that makes sense.
Um,
Peter, goodbye.
Great. We no longer have a noble friend.
Bye.
And
And
then other options.
I think based on the Eurovision situation, the kingdom's poverty goes up by 1.
So who lines the streets? Beggars, thieves, or orphans?
Beggars.
Beggars.
I was just imagining Eurovision performers lining the streets, which is
It is
horrible, and I don't want to like poke fun about like yeah, I just
No, literally, I think it's everybody who realize. I think we're at like 6 months post Eurovision, right? And I think people are realizing that the tax bill's coming up.
again
And that they didn't they engaged in festivities and spent too much at the cash bar.
the cash bar, the carnival with Greymane and his fallacies.
It's been a season of spend here.
I knew I should have just paid for everyone.
Cool. So we're adding to
We did pay for everyone's in a sense.
we're adding to Wands challenges and to Coins challenges from now on. Incredible. Fine
Hopefully
work.
we won't have that many left.
Hit us with it.
Conqueror of coins.
God damn it.
So knight.
Right, that is gonna be
The magician.
Ooh. The merchant caravans carrying out our spell reagents, among other precious things, have been blockaded by a great beast. The pure heart will decide what dreadful form it takes, and the old soul will tell us its terrible power. If we're going to practice our craft undiminished, the creature must be dealt with. And if we solve this challenge with wisdom, we may add a new wonder to our sanctuary.
Oh, so to solve this with wisdom, though, it has to be a 13 because we have to add 1 to it.
Okay.
Well, I probably don't have that even. So
I'm gonna call in my violence magic
Oh,
and just smite this thing.
incredible.
Yeah.
the giant worm.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
work on smite
I
it.
think we can move through this one quickly then if we're just gonna smite this beast.
I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna get rid of.
Eugenia is dispensing unsolicited, poorly communicated advice to you about how best to destroy ancient beings.
Okay. I'm gonna strike I fight for what is right. Because I don't think that this is what is right. I think this is selfish.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very good.
I think I'm also gonna use some magic. I'm trying to, reduce the harm felt by this beast when you
Oh,
by soothing it. But I think in doing so, I lose some love for all things that grow because I see how just terrible and rotted this beast really is.
oh man.
And I'm shocked. I'm shocked that this could come out of nature herself.
Oh, that's very good. What? Hit me with a wisdom card, and we've solved it.
10 of Cups.
Amazing. GG
That's a
Smote.
nice card. God.
GG Smote and Lilia soothed.
Oh. And our new challenge, Ace of Cups. Can we just solve this?
A 1 cup challenge.
But it'll be 2.
But it is a cup. It is a
no,
cup.
it's a cup. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a cup.
It is a cup.
The Magician reads, I've been especially rude and erratic lately.
You?
Leaving the sanctuary at strange hours with no word of when I'll be back, returning exhausted and in disarray, and not doing my share of the sanctuary's upkeep. I'll write down where I'm sneaking off to on my Covenmate page and accidentally leave you 3 clues as to where I'm going. Each of you will come up with a theory about where I'm disappearing to. And if you both guess wrong, I'll add my wisdom cards to the bottom of the challenge deck and we fail the challenge. If one of you guesses right, you may each try to convince me to open up. If I tell you what's bothering me, we can each draw a wisdom card and this challenge is solved.
Oh my god, hit us with these clues, my dude.
Okay. Clue number 1 is should these be like okay. Clue number 1, you find a trail of sequins to the door about 10:30 p.m. one night and I'm nowhere to be seen. A trail of sequins. Clue number 2, I've been drawing a lot of images of sad-looking puppies with their tails between their legs. And as I walk around the sanctuary when I am there, I'm humming, "In the arms of an angel." And
Okay, I thought I had a guess and now I'm way further away from it, okay?
And clue number 3, I've made several ensorcelled coffins that I've buried right outside the train car. So.
Wait. This sounds like you're not going to the same place.
No, I'm going to the same place.
You buried ensorcelled coffins outside of the train car.
Oh yeah, so these are clues about where I'm sneaking off to.
Okay. Okay.
These are clues about my mental state that might inform where I'm sneaking off to.
Are you going to like the pet store?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god. Oh my god. Okay.
In the arms.
Yeah, so Eugenia feels like you're attempting to atone for having fucked up all my birds. Maybe not atone. I don't know. You buried them, right? So she feels like you're doing something. You've atoned for it.
To be clear, the birds were not buried. They're ghosts with you. I just made ensorcelled coffins.
But were they bird-sized or human-sized?
Bird-sized, of course.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, they are ghost birds. But okay. So, it's the sequins is what's really throwing me off here. What color are they?
What color are the sequins?
Yeah.
Red and black.
At 10:30 at night?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Damn, I really fucked myself. I thought this would be a simple... Oh my God.
I feel really stupid. Okay. Because, okay, my first thought with the sequence, let me just share, this is not my guess. My first thought with the sequence was like, oh, she's sneaking off with V again, even though they broke up. But then I'm like, oh wait, is she sneaking off with V again because she's atoning for it? She's singing the song with the Humane Society, but she went out in the middle of the night with sequins. Now am I convincing myself of the wrong thing? Oh no. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta say, if we have to add these to the bottom of the challenge deck, we're gonna have to do this show in 4 parts.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Now that's like the only guess I can come up with. Because it's like Humane Society vibes. You're atoning for the thing that you did. But and the late night sequins. Do you wear red and black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna guess that you're hooking up with V again.
Yes, I've gone to apologize to V.
Oh my god!
And
Woo!
V said, the
Woo!
only way I will take you back is if you also become
Woo!
apologize for the
Woo! Woo!
Oh.
In the arms of an angel.
I guess
We
the
did-
other clue I could have given is that I looked longingly at a filet mignon the other day and didn't eat it.
We did it,
Okay, so now you may each try to convince me to open up.
I think Eugenia just comes to find you one day when you have finished the bird cemetery and takes a little bit of a labored seat down next to you and just kind of looks at you.
I've got my trowel.
Just kind of looks at you for a second and goes, a bit shorter than 10 years this time. Are you happy?
Happy with what?
Are you happy?
Just generally?
She looks a little pointedly at the bird coffins and looks back and goes, and in the specific.
I think I did some fine craftsmanship.
I appreciate it. Though, I suspect this wasn't about me since, and she kind of looks up and you see like a little flock of ghost birds fly by. They seem alright.
Yeah, they do. They're actually pretty good couriers still. You
Even
write it
faster.
on vellum, but if you write it on vellum, they'll get it there. Yeah, so you know how I said the one that got away got away?
Sure.
Well, I don't want a way to get got. You know?
Well, I'm glad you're doing something about it then.
I throw a puff of glitter on Eugenia.
She kind of laughs and like doesn't, I think to her that was like open enough. Like, because
the glitter?
the like
the
admission
cryptic,
and being like, we care about each other, but also I already know, like when somebody who you know doesn't like the person that you're seeing tries to be even remotely nice about the fact that you're seeing them, it's like, I think that's the extent to which they can go deep on this matter.
Yeah.
I think as Eugenia does like the labored standing, she goes, if she hurts you instead of you hurting her, I'll turn her into a ghost. And she just kind of shuts the train car door behind her.
Wait, that's so nice.
Approximately 2 hours later,
I'm sitting in my pet cemetery.
entering the pet cemetery is me. And I'm gonna say, you want any tea or a snack or anything? Been sitting out here for a while.
Yeah, do you have any rice cakes?
I can go grab some.
Okay.
Yeah, I come back with some rice cakes and some homemade truffle jam.
These rice cakes are
You have to be really
really not good.
subtle with the amount of jam.
Oh. Well, that would be the first ever then.
That's okay.
They're just kind of crusty.
They are kind of crusty, I agree. And, speaking of crusty, you know how sometimes you'll be eating a really good loaf of bread, and then you've been eating this bread for a while, okay? You've been on the same loaf for quite some time, okay?
Yeah, you had to put it in the fridge so it didn't get moldy.
Well, yeah, or maybe you didn't even think to do that. Maybe just made a foolish mistake and you never put it in the fridge. I don't know. And then that, it gets kind of stale, the crust gets kind of hard. It's hard to bite through. It's hard to get to the soft middle. If you know what I mean. I guess what I want to know is why do people, not naming anyone in particular, but why do people go back to pieces of bread that might have hurt their teeth if they tried to bite into the middle of it, if they know that it would hurt them? Why wouldn't they just make the bread maybe magically less soft or less hard, and then just enjoy it that way? Like, why go through all of this or that?
Make it magically less soft?
Like,
You want me to enchant her?
No, her.
What?
I didn't mention
Hello?
her. Who?
V, I thought we were talking about the same thing. I thought we
You
were.
just called her V.
You just revealed.
Yeah, I literally thought that you already knew, and I. What
I
are we
was
talking
just-
about?
I was just wondering. I've been going through a rough patch with my toad.
So you're looking for
And-
advice with your crusty toad?
yeah,
I
but
thought we
it
were talking about me.
something to talk about.
I thought you were doing a bit about my behavior these past couple weeks because I've been so busy on my apology tour.
No, but I'd love to hear more about that.
Well, okay. Starting with the information that I assume that you already knew, and that's why you were making this metaphor. Yeah, so V and I have kind of been talking through like some, issues such as my flagrant abuse of animals in that shoe match.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was kind of brutal.
And it was, but did it get the job done? Also, no.
No.
It didn't. So, anyway, we're just trying to fix it, but it is a lot of me thinking about animal life, and I don't know what that is like for me because I really like steak. And anyway, I appreciate you asking, even though you didn't realize that you were asking, but you just kind of have a good way about you.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna go apply the same principles with Toady.
Okay.
But also, if you ever want to talk anymore, I
Okay.
can spread this truffle jam on the rice cake for you.
I think I might be giving up on rice cakes. I will be honest.
Interesting.
I think
All of them.
I think cheese might be a must-have in my life.
Okay, so does that mean you're moving on from the painful crust?
I don't know. The painful crust.
I don't know.
This is an on-the-nose metaphor, really, truly. Those beads on that dress.
I didn't even know what kind of dress she wears, okay? You're freely giving all of this information to me.
I learned from the best.
What?
The divulger. All right. Okay, we'll check in again next week. I'll be around a little more.
All right, I'll tweak my recipes.
You made these?
Okay. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. You two get that was Vader farting.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, a 7.
I think you two get.
Okay.
I've decided that you two get the cards out of this.
Because we did the big scene.
Well, no, because I think the really beautiful thing was that like literally it was 2 hours later, right? So like Eugenia primed you to have the conversation, but was the wrong person for you to open up to, you know? So like, so you did open up about the situation and like clarified with Lilia that you will talk about it again, and that's like a big deal for you, I feel like. So
yeah, honestly, true. Okay, we did it. Ace of Cups in the hole.
whoo, what we got left?
How many do we have left?
3 cards.
Oh,
4 of Swords.
Four of
that's
Swords.
not one of our
money cards.
yeah,
Or our
challenger.
expensive cards.
A little known statue dedicated to our craft has been desecrated.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we know.
It is the latest in a long string of vandalism against shrines and memorials of magic. The pure heart will tell us what the statue used to depict, and the wild spirit will tell us the likeliest culprit. What can we do to protect our history?
So I think this has got to be different from the tortoise.
Or does it?
I think I've been making a replica of the tortoise.
Bad. Oh, you make the new one and then this one gets got.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that feel free to X this and we'll go in a different direction, but I feel like the likeliest culprit is unknowingly Eugenia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like not consciously. And so I think what we can do to protect our history is either break what's going on with Eugenia or reinvigorate the statues as a coven.
I wonder if there is something to these false memories of like I think whatever this tortoise situation is, I think there are false memories getting implanted in her head that imply it's extremely dangerous. And she keeps
I think the idea of having physical idols that represent magic has been evidenced as scary to her, right? Like in that it's a way for someone without magic to access that information theoretically. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think that like there are always going to be those physical objects. Like she's never going to be she can't fully be anti-physical objects when her magic is literally reading physical objects. But so I wonder if there's something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I'm wondering if there's something about the size of this or like the actual
installation.
Yeah. I think, you know what it is? It's just that it's outside the train car. Because the garden is outside of the train car, and I think she's, like, very, like, we have to have the ability to lock this up. And I think maybe she moves it, and then desecrates it by moving it, because it wasn't, like, ready yet or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's, like, unknowingly she has done this damage. Let me look at this here. I'm trying to figure out if she is then the one who should solve this with magic. Cause what number is it?
4.
Yeah.
I could solve it with wisdom, but I don't think she does. Cause I think she actually believes this. So I'm a little tempted. I think I am going to do true magic to fix this problem. I think I think we probably get in another fight and kind of wanting to just shut down the fight. She will I think I am going to. I'm torn right now of if I want to strike tidy or if I actually want to blacken something and become shadow riddled because it feels like that's the moment. It feels like that's what's happening. So I think I might actually blacken harmless and become shadow riddled as she just like boom like does the like future reading seeking knowledge of like this particular thing is like part false memory, part very real belief that it's a problem, but reads enough futures that this particular object is not a problem that she like shunts it back into the garden and like doesn't want to talk about it, but it's done.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh.
Getting out my ink for my harmless.
Uh-oh. Ugh.
All right. Follies, anybody?
I think that in this fight that you have, this disagreement that the two of you have, Gigi doesn't mediate for like the first time ever. And I think having that be like a 2-on-1 situation kind of, because I think even with those whispers in her ear, like once in a while, right? She knows that something's fucked up and that you're not remembering things right. And that you're not like that whether you were in your right mind or not, you were wrong. And so I think she takes sides, which I think is doing more harm than good.
Yeah.
And I think I try to explain to the best of my ability that I'm just trying to understand what these physical magic items can do for us, what exactly they enhance, what they're here for and how they found us. So I just want to propose, can I at least work on this outside in connection with the natural world, and I'll bring it inside when I'm not working on it? Can I at least work on it outside? Or you don't even want it to be seen out there?
I think this is like the interesting thing because I can tell you're trying to do the folly where it gets shut down, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's this interesting thing where this is the moment where when she realizes that it's 2-on-1, that's when she just like magic shunts it outside.
Oh my
But
God.
I think she does tell you like it's better served if it were inside always. And I think she just kind of is like done. You know, where like the problem is solved, it's back where it was, it's not desecrated. Your thing both got shut down, but also not because you did get what you wanted, which is interesting, but like obviously not with the vibe. Like you, Jenny was like, absolutely fucking not. Like
No, not the vibe.
Oh, that was a blessing, some might say.
But that distributes our last wisdom cards, right?
Right?
So I think this is a really interesting moment to like look into our fates.
A 10 of swords.
An 8 of cups.
Okay. Thank you for bearing with us as we continue on.
We learn how to play this game.
Yeah, we're almost okay. Remember our inevitable fates, the 3 small decks of 3 secret cards that we've been trying not to think about?
Yes.
It's time to flip them over. We start with the holder of the sun.
Now we're in part 3.
Now.
Ooh, okay. The holder of the sun is you. No, is Katie.
Is Katie. So you flip over
I'm in a different
the
order
one
this
that's
than I did last week, so that's why I keep mixing up with who's what.
So you'll flip over the one that's on the top. We also could decide, I will say, we can decide to start with this next time if we also are like, it's 11 p.m. Because it does involve, like, we will read them, we will interpret their merit, we will ask one another questions about them, and then we will decide, like, a pivotal character decision.
I think we should do this next time.
I think that's a great idea. Awesome. Okay.
Put up our wisdom cards in a little chunk.
In a chunk. Yeah, so we'll save those wisdom cards because they become our challenge deck for part 3.
The ones we spent.
The ones we spent become our challenge deck for part 3.
Okay.
So so that'll be interesting to see. And
So maybe we could grab. Oh no, we could do this off.
yeah, amazing. Okay. So we're dark. We're formally dark next Sunday, but we'll be in and out doing video games and streams and whatnot on the channel when we can over the holiday sort of break vibe. This was most of chapter 2, Troubles of Wickedness. As we said, we get a little long-winded, so thank you for going with us along this ride. And this game is really cool. It's called Wickedness. It's by M. Veslak, who is at NightlingBug on Twitter. Go follow her. Also, like, get this game. It's freaking beautiful. The writing is beautiful. The game is beautiful. It is very, very, very cool. And
it is enhanced by these cards, I will say.
It is, yeah. That deck is gorgeous. In the meantime, I think we'll pop over to maybe Ushlu's channel. She's making something. So we'll pop over to some makers and crafting. Unless, Corson, do you have anybody else you want to raid?
No, Ushlu's great.
Amazing. I have been at Claire the DM on the social medias. You guys got anything you want to plug?
I'm at Vindictive Jukebox on the social medias or on Twitter with no vowels. Vindictive Jukebox.
I'm at Kaser__ everywhere you want to find me, and I'm plugging this week.
The Detroit Lions.
Well, no, I plugged it at the top. I'm plugging the iced chestnut praline latte from Starbucks.
Ooh, iced.
My new favorite drink. I tried it iced for the first time last week. And,
amazing.
It was worth it.
My sister got some sort of oat almond crisper drink there yesterday.
I'm just going to do a quick plug for staying tuned to my social medias because I'm working on Strixhaven content for our campaign together in the future. So stay on the lookout for season 2 of Tail Trader, which is to be named still. Tail Trader College for Strixhaven Adventurers. Who knows? And we'll see you over on Usha's channel. Bye!
Bye!